United stand. It is the PSG versus Manchester United live stream watch along. I was live on another stream there. I don't even know what I was doing, but we are live, and we have. I was late a little bit because I had to adjust the team formation a little bit as well. The predicted 5-3-2, as many people thought it would be. I mean, this absolute nonsense that's been floating around there today, that we were going to be playing a 3-5-2. Hello, we're playing in Paris. We're not at home to Scunthorpe. We're playing in Paris. They'll have at least 60% possession. We're going to be playing a 5-3-2. When we get the ball, we'll try and hit them on the break. But just to clarify this, there's a few plonkers out there who think we're going to play 3-5-2. We're not playing 3-5-2. Ashley Young and Luke Shaw are going to be playing as wing backs in a back five. McTominay's going to stand in front of them there, and these two are going to work, and these two will be probably working back as auxiliary fullbacks as well, and we will try and hit them on the break. That is what we're going to do. So, poor audio as well now. For God's sake, is there anything else that can go wrong today? I tell you what, it keeps doing this. It keeps doing this. It keeps doing this. I don't even know why. I don't even know why it's doing it. But audio should be better now. Take a deep breath. I'll tell you what, I just had one of the most stressful setups of the stream I've ever had. I've had some direct message that is just totally slanderous that I've had to sort out with as well. And the audio just keeps knocking itself down by 50%. If anyone's ever had this problem, please do send me an email. I don't know why it's doing it. Every stream I go live, I have to readjust my audio because it keeps halving the power of it. But we are live. We are live anyway. That's good. It's better now. Good. So 5-3-2 is what I was saying. There's a nonsense floating around between so-called football experts saying we're going to play a 3-5-2. They probably never played a game of football in their lives, and certainly never managed a football team in their lives. We are playing PSG in Paris. They are a very, very good team. They're going to have over 60% of the possession. We're going to be playing with a back five for at least 60% of this game. When we attack, we will try and push forward with the fullbacks and get the width. But it is not a 3-5-2. It is a 5-3-2. And we will be soaking up, trying to nick a goal. And if we get the first goal, as Ollie said yesterday, it's game on. But, you know, when you look at that team, you look at the reality of the battle that we face. And I just want to also give you the PSG team as well, so we can add a little bit of context to what PSG are lining up like. PSG, I can confirm that Neymar is playing. No, he's not. I'm joking. I haven't even got the PSG team. They do some rubbish thing on PSG. I'll get you the lineup now, but they do some rubbish bloody thing on their Twitter feed where they go through each player one by one. Oh, it's so dramatic. It's so dramatic. Just give us a list like Manchester United do. Teams are out, says Jamie. Yep, I'm aware of that. And look, it's going to be tough. It's going to be tough for Manchester United tonight. Of course it is. Of course it is. I don't think anybody is underestimating that fact at all. Buffon in goal, Carrere, Thiago Silva, Kimpembe, Bernat, Alves da Silva, Marquinhos, Verratti, Di Maria, Draxler and Mbappe. And they do have Cavani on the bench with Paredes, Choupo-Moting, Kuzwa, Dagba, Aurelio and Meunier. So they've got Meunier and Cavani back for them as well. So, interesting times for Manchester United in this game. Look, can we win it? Yes, we can. Will we win it? Probably not. That's pretty much where I stand on it. But the team is as it is, and we'll certainly see what we can do. Hold on a minute. There we go. Trying to get Ross on as well. We will win it. Okay, says Dia. Evening, Ross. How are you?
Yeah, how you doing, mate? You all right?
Yeah, I'm good, thanks. Long time no speak. How are you feeling about the team and the game tonight?
Well, it's obvious that it's a 3-5-2, Mark.
I tell you what. I just can't. It just makes me laugh when people think they know what they're on about. I mean, as they're going to have over 60% of the possession, what are we going to do? Keep Luke Shaw and Ashley Young up as wingers? We're playing a 5-3-2. In fact, I think at times Rashford and Lukaku might even be playing a 7-3. You know, because I think we will be playing quite deep and trying to hit them on the break.
Yeah, absolutely. Early goals key. Absolutely key, but that bench is so exciting to see. I know we're obviously down on power with all the injuries and suspensions, but it is great seeing that bench in a European tie. And over the last week, I've kind of consoled myself, and I'm actually really, really, really looking forward to this game. I'm just going to relax, enjoy it, hopefully see some good football. Whatever result happens, I'm not going to be too disappointed about. I'm just going to try and enjoy the game and hopefully see some young talent make their Champions League debuts.
I mean, to be fair, I understand why people are saying 3-5-2, because even on BT Sports, they're putting 3-5-2 as the formation. It's absolutely idiotic. They clearly have got no bloody clue. We are not playing a 3-5-2. We're playing in Paris. They're going to have more of the ball than us. They're Young and Shaw are going to be fullbacks. They're going to be wingbacks. It's a 5-3-2, but idiots call it a 3-5-2. The subs bench is Romero, Dalot, Rojo, Garner, Gomez, Chong and Greenwood. So the most, I presume the excitement there, Ross, is the likes of Garner, Gomez, Chong and Greenwood. And if we have to make any attacking substitutions, or any midfield or attacking substitutions, it's likely to be one of those four, although I suppose Dalot could come on.
Yeah, you said it at the end now. I think no matter what, the first sub that we'll make will be Dalot. And given the impact that he made on the weekend, I think that'll probably be the right call. Yeah, look, the others are all really exciting. If I picked one, I'd like to actually see Greenwood. Because we've seen a bit of Chong. I know we haven't seen a lot, we've seen a little bit. I'd like to see Greenwood start getting some minutes, especially for Lukaku, who's played a lot recently. He's been in form. But again, with this game, that first goal is going to be so key. And I just hope, like you say, it's going to be on the break. I think that's the only way we're getting a goal. We haven't even got tremendous height in this team. I mean, I know McTominay's a beanpole, but that's about it, to be honest. So we can't even rely on the classic Fellaini set piece anymore. So it's going to have to be done out of talent and hopefully counter-attacking football and get an early goal.
We've had a few super chats. Pradney Wadke says, love the vibe in Flex's previous video. We expect nothing but the utmost desire, passion and type of football that every United player is expected to play. Difficult but not impossible. Ajax is the example. Roy Keane, simply the best. Anything can happen. Ajax sent Madrid packed in last night. And DT's anger management counsellor, Cruyff wore number 14 for Ajax. Ajax and Real Madrid for the 14th time. Ajax won 1-4. Coincident? I think not. What a tribute. Yeah, that's obviously talking about the Ajax game. I mean, there are, a lot of people talking about that Ajax game, and it should be used as an inspiration, but we must also not forget that was Ajax's first team, and we are missing 10 players at the moment. So it's a huge task, but I think the way I look at it is look, maybe I think McTominay is a championship midfielder. Maybe Fred's a bit of a flop. Maybe Pereira might not be good enough. But tonight's the sort of night that if they pull off a result tonight, these lads can sort of secure a future at United for many years, because if they do it against PSG, then they can do it against anyone.
Yeah, definitely. And some of these players' performances on the weekend, again, builds my excitement for this game, because Fred's been shocking all season. I think we can all agree with that. But I thought when he come on, he looked good. He looked like he wanted to play forward attacking football. I mean, he assisted the winner. Pereira obviously had the game that Pereira had. We don't really need to talk about that. If he can pull that off again today, and if Fred can have another positive performance, they can cement themselves in the team. And I don't think Pereira signed a new contract yet as well, which is a worry. And they're probably negotiating, especially him, he's negotiating contracts. So every performance that he has, like the weekend, he asks for another 20 grand, and rightly so. So it builds my excitement. There's a lot of things to watch tonight, a lot of things to look at. So yeah, I can't wait. And they all know what United's about. Pereira especially coming through the youth team. And again, it's another Champions League final where we're inundated, not Champions League final, but Champions League knockout stage, where we're inundated with youth players, which I just think is setting an example. Because I know Ajax did it, but we're doing it too.
I mean, PSG, very, very good team, as we know, full of internationals and all that jazz. But the reality is, I mean, seriously, what is your... Because my serious prediction is 2 or 3-1 to PSG. I just think that is and should be the skill gap in this game. They beat our first team, so at Old Trafford. So, that's the sort of task we are. I'm not being negative about United. Of course United can do it. I hope we can do it, but that's my realistic score prediction, is that it could be 2 or 3-1 to PSG. What about you?
I've got a horrible feeling it's going to be like 0-0 or 1-0.
I would like that, though. I'd be really proud of the team if they did that. I'd love to win, but if we can come out of this unbeaten, I think that would be fantastic for us as well.
Yeah, and anything can happen in the Champions League night. And normally the big talking points, especially in Champions League, always referees. It'd be nice for once if a referee did an English club a favour and sent one of their players off for no apparent reason, because it's happened to United many a time in the past. And it could be a decision like that, which the whole game revolves around tonight. And I say it time and time again. And I was at the PSG home game, and that referee ruined that game, and he ruined it for one team only. We need some assistance tonight, maybe from the ref, and that may sound me being bitter or cheating, saying that we need assistance from the ref to win a Champions League tie. Real Madrid have done that for the last 3 years running and won it every time. So it'd be nice if it swung our favour just once in a time.
It's interesting as well because our away form is very good, and if we can score some goals in this game, yeah, they won 2-0. But as we saw with Ajax last night, if it becomes an open game with goals, those 2 away goals become nothing, and it becomes very dangerous for them then if we can score a few goals. I mean, I just think if we had Martial, Lingard and Rashford and Pogba, Herrera and Matic, I'd be like, you never know. But we've got one of those players. We've got Marcus Rashford. And then you've got a midfield 3 that I think everybody can admit have been poor this season. And then you've got Lukaku, who, can he do it at this very top level? I'm very interested to see. You've got kids on the bench. I was trying to think where you'd put this if we actually pulled this off tonight, because obviously you can't say it's one of the best European nights of our history, because we've had some amazing European nights. But in its own technical way, if we were to even win this game tonight, it would have to go down as one of the special European nights because of the circumstances. Because Paris is actually... I watched Paris Saint-Germain play Liverpool back in the autumn in the group stage, and it's a very... It's not... I always think that the French league's a pub league, but actually the part of France, I think they play out, or wherever they play, but it is a very energetic and, cauldron sort of atmosphere there.
Yeah, and it really pained me to say it, but their away fans at Old Trafford were something that I'd never seen at Old Trafford, to be honest. They were phenomenal. I know that there was a lot of afters. They smashed the stadium up a little bit, which I'm not condoning, but they were on it from the minute they got in there, which is about an hour before the game kicked off, and they didn't stop. So if all their home fans are like that as well, it'll be a disgusting atmosphere for United to play in. But they're professionals. They've got to put that, behind them. And maybe I've seen it a lot this season where United always put their best performances away from home. Sometimes the pressure of Old Trafford gets to them a little bit, and especially with players like Fred, who really seems like he struggles under pressure. Tonight, it's not about pressure. It's about just going out, playing for the badge, showing some resilience and seeing what happens. Let's say you've just got to go out and play the best you can. And they are a great team. They're a phenomenal team, and you see their lineup. But it's not impenetrable. It really isn't. And we've just got to get some shots on target, to be honest.
I mean, to be honest with you, I would have played Garner over McTominay. I don't really rate McTominay. Everyone knows that. But a lot of people do. A lot of fans rate him now. Solskjaer rates him. Carrick rates him. So tonight, these players, I don't really want to put pressure on the youngsters who are on the bench, but I personally think that tonight's a massive... I think tonight, for Fred, Pereira and McTominay especially, because I think Lukaku will go in the summer regardless, because I just don't think he fits in with the sort of football that Ollie wants to play, and he will want first-team football. But I think for McTominay, Pereira and Fred, tonight is symbolic, because if they get played off the park and they're crap, I don't think many United fans will think long-term they're what we need. But if any of them has a good game, regardless of the result, you'd go, you know what? In a really difficult circumstances, they've proved against a very good midfield, that they're up to it. So I think those three are the big ones. And Paul Robinson was just saying there as well, the problem is going to be retention of the ball for United with that midfield three, which I agree with. I mean, PSG are going to have a lot of the ball, and United, we haven't even got Pogba. I mean, I don't think the midfield retention of the ball was brilliant when I was at the game on Saturday, but we had Pogba. So the midfield, so many times it's won and lost in the midfield, and that midfield is basically our reserve. So that, to me, is going to be very interesting.
Yeah, it really is. But sort of to go against something that you may believe, I didn't think McTominay had a good game under Jose at all, and I didn't really get why he kept getting included. Under Solskjaer, I've seen a big improvement in his football. I'm not saying that United are never going to win leagues and titles with McTominay. He's a stopgap at best, but the way he's been playing recently, I think he's done well in the absence of Matic, and I think another good performance tonight can only solidate what he's been doing recently.
I think the thing with McTominay, just to get, because I think the thing with McTominay, I just want to ask you this as well, is that I never understood anything about what he had. I didn't think he was fast, not particularly good at tackling, not good at passing, can't dribble, not particularly good at tackling. And I was like, what is your thing? What is your thing that you're doing in training? That because everyone's got something. Like Martial's a dribbler, Pogba can do loads of things, Lindelof reads the game and can bring the ball out from the back. But I was like, what is your thing, McTominay? And the one thing I would say is that over the last few games, I've seen things about him that have gone, right, I can see it now. He's got a range of passing quite similar to Carrick when he settles down and plays with confidence. He can play a 40-yard pass along the ground forward very, very quickly. So I think we're starting to see things that we haven't seen. And I think anybody who has been critical of him is right. You get these people saying, he sat you down now because he's had a good game. Well, he hasn't, has he? Because he hasn't done anything for a year. But I think what we are starting to see now is that there are bits to his game that obviously people see in training. And I actually like the fact that when he's confident, and against Southampton at the weekend, his head dropped a bit. But when he's confident, he has got the ability to spray passes like Carrick did. And that can be a real advantage.
It can. And I think in your squad, not your first team, in your squad, you need players that are going to be willing to sit on the bench for 20, 25 games a season. And then when your main man gets injured, which at the minute is Matic, is step in and do a reasonably good job. They're never going to be as good, but they're squad players. And I think he works really well at that. He's never going to replace Matic. I think Matic is having a great year, but his best years are obviously behind him, and we're going to have to look at replacing him. But McTominay as a squad player works quite well. And again, tonight's like tonight. He could put in a 10 out of 10 tonight. I think that's kind of what you're trying to say. He could be amazing tonight. He's never going to be good enough for us going forward. You can see it in him. But as a squad player, he's starting to show a little bit of value to me, which is, again, in the Jose era, I never saw it either. And to win Player of the Year was pretty much a joke.
Spadman97 says, thank you for the videos, Mark. Over the past year, you have really rekindled my love of United. I'm very grateful. Love from Northern Ireland, mate. Cheers for that. My live comments is frozen for a moment. I've seen the better 22-year-old midfielders. I've seen better 22-year-old midfielders in League One, says John Ashbridge. I personally think he is a championship midfielder, but tonight he can really show everybody what he's all about, and I'm hoping that he will. Because if you don't, United are going to struggle. Kevel Kagani says 3-5-2 is the right formation. Delo should have started. It's the wrong formation. We will not be playing a 3-5-2. I'm getting bored of this. And Michael Van Gerwen, hi Mark, whatever happened to Sander? Come on, United. Don't know, he's never on this channel, so irrelevant. And George Ramos, Mark, all eyes on Scott today. He's got a massive job on him, Ross, hasn't he, really? I mean, that Matic job is it's the old Carrick job, isn't it? It's the dictator of the team. It's not... The midfield, we've spoke about that. They generally have. I mean, Rashford and Lukaku, young and Shaw, more experienced players. They've got to do their bits as well. I mean, I think PSG are going to have more possession. They're going to have more shots on goal. We're going to have... probably going to live off scraps. So we've got to have a game where De Gea has a worldie and our strikers are clinical if and when they get a chance.
Yeah, absolutely. Like you say, the McTominay job tonight's massive because you need Fred and you need Pereira attacking. If you're sitting them behind the ball with the five in defence, I don't think it's going to work tonight. You cannot break teams and counter-attack with 2 players. You need more support. One of them's going to have to stay up there with them. It'd probably be Fred, potentially, because I think Pereira, although he played at centre attacking midfield the other day and was fantastic, I think he's actually better in the central midfield than Fred. So it's going to just be so interesting tonight. I don't know, are PSG playing Cavani tonight, Mark?
He's on the bench. He's on the bench with Mounier. Roger Watson says 2-0 United. Love you, Mark. Thanks, pal. And apparently Gary Neville's just said that Solskjaer's got the job. I mean, I don't think Gary Neville's got insider information there. I think we all know Solskjaer's getting the job, Ross, to be honest.
Yeah, absolutely. If he doesn't, I think there'll be a fan revolt. I'll be down Old Trafford as well. I mean, I just can't believe. Sometimes I wake up and can't believe the job that he's doing and what he has done. You can't not give it to him. He's literally forced himself that job, and rightly so. I was asked the question, would I take him or Zidane? And a few months ago, I'd have said Zidane all day. It's Ollie for me, and no one's gonna take that off him.
No, 100%. So, I've lost my live comments again. Let's have a quick look. Philip Burtonwood, Young and Shaw wing backs. Mark, would Delot be better instead of Young? Where do you stand on Ashley Young? Actually, look, I get everybody's positivity. That is absolutely fine, and I hope Ashley Young scores a hat trick tonight and gets 3 assists as well, and we win 6-0. I'd love that to happen, but football throughout my whole life, even when I used to go and watch football with my granddad on a Sunday morning, you're always critical of... I don't know where the modern fan sort of gets off with saying that you can't be critical about players who wear your club shirt. It's always been the way when I've grown up. And Ashley Young, I think he's been crap for weeks and weeks and weeks. I know he scored a very important goal against Palace, but I think he's crap. And I would play Delot, but there is always within a club favourites, and I think Ashley Young is just considered to be a very experienced senior pro that everybody likes. I mean, he shouldn't have the captain's armband either, but I would play Delot instead of Luke Shaw. I think Delot almost is the copy of what Luke Shaw is on the left. I think they'd be brilliant. They'd have great energy, but Ashley Young's not going anywhere, unfortunately.
Yeah, to put another spin on that, I kind of get, I think Dalot's a better player, and I think tactically, yes, you've probably got a better 11 with Delot in for Ashley Young. But I was at that PSG game, and I saw something in him that I hadn't seen from any other player, which was when we went 1-0 down, Pogba, all of them walked up to the centre spot with their heads down, looking at the floor, sulking. And I can't remember if the goal was Ashley Young's fault or not, but he's the only player in that team that was running around rallying them, saying, come on, with Man United, let's go again. And he did it after the second goal as well. And I think he actually shows a real point of leadership in that team where there isn't many leaders. Pogba's future captain, I think he needs to learn how to be a captain as well at the same time. I think Ashley Young is the only real leader in that team, and I think that's why he's getting on the pitch. He is the captain at the minute. He's the only player that I saw for 90 minutes shouting, guiding, directing. Look, he makes mistakes himself, and he'll probably be the first one to critique himself as well, but I think some of them players do look up to him, and especially some of the younger lads coming through, and I think that's why he's getting in the team.
Red Baron says play non-11 formation and screw it. I think the first goal is absolutely imperative, as many of us have said. It is, yeah. I'm just thinking if PSG scored 3-0, yeah, we're not coming back from that. But if we score, I think they get a little bit nervous. It's a lot of things have got to go our way today, that's for sure, and it's going to be a very, very interesting game. But I'm like you, mate. I think that I thought, my eye is on the Arsenal game, I'll be honest, because we'll have a lot of our better players back for that, and that's the race to be in the Champions League next year, and obviously that's important. But tonight actually is a Champions League game, and not many clubs in England get to play in the Champions League knockout stages. So we should be very, very, we should enjoy tonight, I suppose. And I was thinking this, if we did lose like 1-0, 4-0, whatever, I'm sure my Twitter feed will be full of Arsenal fans going, ah. But at the end of the day, I don't think there's any shame in losing the way we lost the first leg. If we lose tonight, is anybody surprised? You know, it is what it is. But I'd love us to not get beat, even if it was a draw, just because I think that's again, I don't think Ollie deserves. I said this last night. He doesn't deserve to get beat 4 or 5-0 just because of all the injuries and everything. And I would love us to come out this game unbeaten.
Yeah, I mean, regardless of what happens tonight, Arsenal fans can just completely shut up because they'd love to be in a position of losing the Champions League game rather than being in the Thursday night pub league. But yeah, if I was Ollie, I'd kind of tell them. I know first goal is key, but if PSG score the first goal, United have to score 3 tonight regardless, unless they take it to penalties, which is highly unlikely. So if it was me, I would start 3-5-2 and go all out attack because it may surprise them. You know, PSG will be expecting United to sit back. And I'd like to go the other way with it because, like I say, if we do nick an early goal, the whole tie changes. If we do concede an early goal, the job stays the same for me. So,
well, we pressed Chelsea high up the pitch, didn't we, in the FA Cup game? And that surprised people. We really pressed them high up the pitch from the start and didn't let them get any momentum. You know, Ollie's a better tactician than anybody, and not than anybody, but than a lot of people. And he might feel that PSG game, they just got it wrong, and he's not scared of them. And yeah, let's push them high up the pitch. We'll have to see. But you could go the other way. You could go, look, let's get 11 men behind the ball. Let's make it very difficult for them. Let's soak it up for the, even if we're 0-0 with half an hour to go, and then we'll go at them. And if we get 1, you never know. You get 2. And then you go extra time. So there's a few ways we might approach it. We might go what you said there, where we attack from the off, or we might just say, let's keep it tight, let's frustrate them, and then let's start delving into them a little bit. You just don't know.
Yeah, Eric Bailly makes me nervous tonight as well, though. He'll probably play on the right-hand side of that back 3/5, and he'll have Di Maria and Mbappe to contend with. He hasn't played a lot. His confidence is down. I worry for him. The other two, absolutely fine. And it pains me to say that Di Maria is probably their biggest threat. I know Mbappe was phenomenal at Old Trafford, but everything come through sort of Verratti, Di Maria. And it's a big job shutting him up tonight. And obviously Ashley Young, right back, probably isn't going to track him. So Eric Bailly's got a lot on his plate today. He'll either have, with Eric, you either get an absolute worldie or you get a disaster from him. And I just hope he can pull the worldie out tonight.
Yeah, me too. We've had a super chat here from Pradney Wadke. He says, Delo is the only proven impact player from the bench for Ollie. Maybe it is why Ollie is keeping him for that boosted impact when we go ahead. Will be helpful. I'm liking the positivity there. I mean, that's something else as well, isn't it, Ross? That we've got, if we do turn to the bench, and Zakari Purvis says, Bleacher Report is showing Young at right centre midfield and Pereira at right wing, saying United official team sheet is weird. We might see something weird. But yeah, if we do go to the bench, it's exciting, but it's also evidence of just how decimated we are by injuries. That if we want to make an attacking substitution, you're going to have to bring either Chong, Gomez and Greenwood on, who I think have a combined... Well, I don't think Greenwood's played for the first team yet. Gomez had a couple of appearances under Mourinho, as far as I could call. Chong only made his senior debut at the weekend, so Premier League debut, sorry. So you're chucking on people who have had no real experience, let's be honest, and they're going to be thrown into Paris with love in the Champions League. It's a massive. I suppose if you can do this, you can do anything.
I've got a question for you, actually, Mark. 0-0, 60 minutes played. You got one substitute. Who are you bringing on?
I think at 0-0, you're not going to get stuffed 5-0, are you? So I think fortune favours the brave. I think I like Chong. I know a lot about Chong and Gomez, but I think Greenwood, he's just that unknown quantity. I mean, you see what he does in the youth setup. He's a flair player, but he's got a goal in him as well. I think I'd go Greenwood just because he's unknown to us in the first team, so PSG can't account for him. Whereas I think Chong is more of a winger, Gomez is more of a creator, but I think Greenwood, I just chuck him on because he's the unknown, isn't he?
Yeah, he is completely unknown. I haven't actually seen a lot of people watch a lot of United's reserve stuff. I don't personally myself. I don't get the time, but I see a few clips of what you see on Twitter. He looks fantastic. but I really want to see him in the flesh. That's how I've seen bits of Gomez. I like him. I see bits of Chong. I like him. I want to see Greenwood now. So yeah, I'd probably do the same thing, mate.
A lot of people saying, Goldbridge, what happened to not playing 3 at the back in Paris? Let's wait till kick-off. We won't be playing 3 at the back. It'll be a back 5. I'll stand by it. If I'm wrong, I'll admit it. But I'll tell you what, they're going to have over 60% possession. There's no way we're going to have 5 in midfield while they've got 60% possession. Those full-backs will be back in a back 5. And I wouldn't be surprised to see Rashford and Lukaku filling in as a back 7 at times. So, but let's see when the game kicks off. That's when we'll see. Anyway, Ross, thanks very much for popping on. You're welcome to join me for the Arsenal game if you want to as well. But it's good to get you back.
Cheers, mate. Yeah, it's been a little while. But yeah, thank you very much. And yeah, I will. I'll see you for the Arsenal game. It'll be a great game.
What was your score prediction, just finally, just in case you get it right?
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go 4-1 United. Why not?
Why not? Why not? All right, mate. I'll speak to you later.
Good, mate. Bye.
Look, I'm excited about this game because it's a Champions League game. I'm just going to enjoy it. I will honestly say to you now, if we get beat 5-0, I will not be hitting tables. I will not be ranting. I will not be going, it's the pink boots, what's going on, anything like that. It's just not that. It's just not that game. It isn't. We are decimated. We've got a reserve midfield. We've got a bench full of kids. We are nothing like our best team. If we lose 5-0 to PSG, I wouldn't be surprised. I don't think it will happen, but I wouldn't be surprised because they have got a fantastic side. All right, they're missing Neymar, but they're basically Man City with a French accent going bonjour, pour oil all over me. That's what they are. So they are massive favourites, and if they beat us, they beat us. Of course, if there's stupid performances, we'll get frustrated, but ultimately, you expect the experienced players, the De Gea's, the Youngs, the Shaws, the Lindelofs, the Bays, the Smallings. They can't afford to have a bad game. They've got no excuse. McTominay, Pereira, Fred. Well, Fred doesn't really have an excuse. McTominay and Pereira have got an excuse. They might just not be good enough for this level. But tonight's a massive opportunity for them. Lukaku, Rashford's still a kid himself, remember, but Rashford's got an opportunity tonight in front of the world eyes. We've not even spoken about him. Rashford could have a big part in this game, and Lukaku needs to prove himself at this level anyway. So, ultimately, I think what Ollie said in the press conference is quite telling, actually. He says you can afford to carry a couple of performances, but we need 9 absolute amazing performances. And when you look at that United team on my left, there are 9 senior pros there. They might not be 9 first teamers, but there are 9 senior pros there. And then there's McTominay and Pereira, who are a little bit unknown. Are they good enough for this level? Well, tonight we'll find out. Ates Fiber says, Arsenal fan here, recently got into AFT, but recently got into Arsenal fan TV, but after a bit was embarrassed to support the same club as some of those. Love what you do here, top bloke. Wow, thanks for the contribution, mate. Well, we have got a fantastic community here. We don't always agree with each other, but that's the way it goes. It's almost like a pre-season game, says Nathan Brown. Well, I don't think anybody would be treating it like that. But yeah, I mean, I've seen United put teams out on pre-season that are stronger than this. Think about the mindset you would have gone with if Jose was in charge. We are still thinking about an outside chance. That's positive, says Shantanu Dar. I agree with you, mate. I think the way Ollie speaks about things is amazing. I also think that if we were under Mourinho, he would probably just park the bus and try not to get humiliated, because a lot of Mourinho is about that. He was about ego. He was about his record. And I think he would look at this game and think, I have no chance. So realistically, I'm just going to try and get, if I get beat 1-0, it's fine. But they are in the lead, says Mason. United stands the best community, says Kifon fan. Thanks for that. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you're new, bottom right-hand corner. And also smash a like on the video. Let's see if we can get 2,000 likes before kickoff. It could be a good omen that we need. So, yeah, great. Just talking about the bottom right-hand corner as well. I must just... let me get this right. I must just put... let me just play this. It's NetBet. Link in the video description for that. New customer offer of £25 offer, matching your first bet. A link is in the video description for that, especially if you're thinking about having a bet tonight or maybe on the Arsenal game. That's through NetBet. The link is in the video description for that. Terms and conditions apply, obviously. Please do gamble responsibly and make sure you're over 18 years of age. The bet will be matched with up to £25 in a free bet for you. So the link is in the video description there. Maybe you fancy a bet on Manchester United. Maybe you fancy a bet on PSG. To be honest with you, if I was putting a bet on tonight, I would go with PSG to win by 2 or more goals. I'd go with a handicap of PSG because there's nothing wrong with me saying that. I believe. But as I said last night, I'm not being a traitor by saying that PSG are the favourites. I'm purposely saying it because if we pull off this amazing result, I want to be able to say I said PSG will win and that they are the favourites, because it will make what we do even more epic. We could be on the cusp tonight of something absolutely stunning. Absolutely stunning. So I'm going to go PSG 3-1 because I think that's the logical score. But you never know. You never know. We need a lot of things to go our way tonight. We need to keep a clean sheet. We need to score the first goal. Loads of things need to go our way, but it doesn't mean that it doesn't mean that it can't. It doesn't mean that it can't at all. So let's just see what happens. Let's give it our best shot. And as I said to Ross, and as I said to you before, if we get a result, if we get a draw tonight, I will stand up and applaud this team on my match reaction for 30 seconds because I just think it would be an absolutely fantastic result. We're up against it, big time. And I think anybody who thinks we need a lot of things to go our way tonight. We need to keep it. I can hear myself. Anyone who thinks that we're not is deluded. But football has a habit of throwing up strange results at times. We can do it. It's the pink boots, Marcus, says Tons. And nice trim, Mark, says Alex Brown. Yes, I have had a new haircut. Thank you very much for that. 1-1 and 91 minutes, 1-3. I can't even read your name. We just need to be united, says United. PSG haven't and won't win the Champions League in the next 5 years, says John Duffy. I don't think PSG will win the league, the Champions League either. I don't think they will, but maybe they will. Maybe they will turn up tonight and go up. If we score early, we've got a chance, says Nigel Reid. I don't think we need to score early. Sorry, that was Shane Flannery. I don't think we need to score early. I would say, as I said, if it's 0-0 with 70 minutes, I would think, you know what, we're not going to get smashed. Let's have a go. There's a few ways you could approach this game, but I think if it's 0-0 with 70 minutes gone, and maybe we can scab a goal with 10 minutes to go, 1-0, 10 minutes to go, PSG get a little bit nervous. There's loads of ways you can approach this game. There's loads of ways. May sound stupid, but I'd love a draw with this 11, says Buster Suget. Look, the dream is a win. Of course it is. But I think if we got a draw, it would almost be... Well, it wouldn't almost be as good. It wouldn't be as good, but it would be an epic result to get a draw here tonight. Let's go, lads. We can do it, says Rock Resnick. And can Ajax go all the way, says Phil Mitchell. I don't care. And with Real out, who is going to win? Jamie, I've said from the very start, through gritted teeth, I think City are the favourites. I do. I think Man City are the favourites. I thought Juventus were an unknown quantity, but actually, I don't think they're that good. Barcelona look good, but are they good enough? Real Madrid obviously were the dominant force over the last 3 years. They're gone. I think Man City are probably the favourites, unless somebody like Bayern Munich comes through, or maybe a PSG comes through, or maybe we. I tell you what, I will say this, and it's probably never going to come to pass. If we get through this, I'd seriously consider us. I would. We can beat anybody in our day, but that's the shame, isn't it? That's the shame of the first leg, is that we got all those injuries and it's cost us big time, because I think if we did get through this game, we'd be a threat in the Champions League. But it's a huge ask. I said huge ask, not huge ass. Chong would be good. The Reds should not steal the show, says Kent Orori. And Juventus are coming back, says George Kyle. Well, that's next week. 4-0 United, says Ben Young 14. Well, I did tweet earlier that I was playing a bit of living room football this afternoon. I don't know whether you do it yourself. And I wasn't even being biased. PSG couldn't score for love nor money. And United won 5-0. It's a big ask. Big ask, not a big ass. Mark, is there any extra time or penalties tonight if we draw, says Daniel Pollard? There will be extra time if it's 2-0 to United. If it's 3-1 to United, we're through on the away goals rule. So, 2-2, i.e. we win 2-0, extra time. Any other scoreline level, we will go through. 3-1 to PSG, says screw it. Steak Bake FC, says Craig Warburton. He's always there with the good lines. Huge game for the fringe players, says Paul Robinson. I totally agree with that. Sleepy Mark, says Smut Beers. I've been tired all week, mate. I have been tired all week. And Ronaldo looking to break another record. First player to win 3 Champions Leagues at 3 different clubs, says Kevin Carter. Kevin Carter! The Manic Street Peaches absolute classic song. De Prince Alherza says, you're on 388,000 subscribers. I've been here a follower since the days of -60. I always find it interesting. I mean, today's not the show to do that, but I always find it interesting to see how long people have been following the United Stand. It's been a hell of a journey. So thanks everybody who has been with us for, even if you've been here just for 5 minutes. You might be new now. If you are new, please do subscribe to the channel. We could hit 389,000 subscribers tonight. So please subscribe if you're new, bottom right hand corner, or through the link in the video description. And there's a little icon in the bottom right hand corner you can subscribe through. And please smash a like on the video. I'd like to get 2,000 likes before kickoff, because we always have a bit of a superstition about if we can get 1,000 likes or 2,000 likes, and maybe every 1,000 likes is a goal for United, and we certainly need 2. We've got 1.3 tonight so far. I've got 1.3 thousand likes, so let's get to 2. Jimmy Butler's been here from the start. I don't think even I was here from the start, to be honest. It feels so long ago. What about Greenwood having a debut as Rashford had, said Radu. Well, I think Rashford started that game, didn't he, 3 years ago? But I'd love to chuck him on. I'd love to chuck him on. Not literally, that would be hideous, but I would love to see him coming on. Formation, please, says Hawk Hardy's Styles. Well, everybody's saying the formation is a 3-5-2, but I've drawn it up as a 5-3-2 because I will eat my slippers if we don't play with a back 5 for most of this game, because PSG are going to have most of the ball for this game. So I think when we're trying to attack, Young and Shaw will bomb on, but PSG will have more of the ball, so we'll be playing a 5-3-2. But people won't accept that. They're saying, oh, no, the imagery says 3-5-2, we're going to play a 3-5-2. I guarantee we won't. We'll be playing a 5-3-2 for a lot of this game, apart from when we're attacking. Greenwood, Patrick Arlo. Hey, I hope we're saying Greenwood, cometh the hour, cometh the man. The exciting thing is that the bench includes Garner, Gomez, Chong and Greenwood, with Rojo and Dalot and Romero. So if we need to go to the bench for goals, we're going to have to chuck on one of the exciting trio. And I say, you know, Garner's probably got a great future ahead of him as well. I mean, is he 17? Which is amazing for a midfielder. But Chong, Greenwood and Gomez are the trio that I think could have an amazing future at Manchester United. So hopefully we'll get to see that. Do you think we should buy back Depay in the summer, says Earths? Well, I'll throw that to the live comments. I don't know. We've hit 2,000 likes, by the way, so hopefully thumbs up. That could be big. Mad Marcus is eager to get off the bench himself, talking about people getting off the bench. Dalot in the second half. I think Dalot will be the first substitution, Umberto, to be honest with you. What's going on with your audio?
Nothing, what?
Hello?
Yeah, I'm here.
Can't hear you. Amateur.
Yo.
Oh, you're right, mate.
Yeah, you're right, mate. There was nothing wrong with me. That was you.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Nothing wrong with
The live
mate.
comments is with me, and they're saying that Marcus has got some sort of dial-up.
No, nothing like that at all. That's your fault.
You live in the Shire. Jared's right. You live in the Shire, don't you? You've got to go and get your cow to run up the hill and plug it in or something down there in East Anglia.
I've been saying I've been taken by aliens, but yeah. How are we doing, everyone? All right?
I think we're good. I mean, Mark G says, been playing Football Manager 19 for the last couple of days. That kid Greenwood is a goal machine. Hope he turns out like that in real life. Garner is great too. Well, it's like Ross said about Greenwood. There are a lot of United fans who do watch the youth and the reserves, and that is great. I watch them when I can, but I'm not. I keep an eye on to see. I really like the lad Traore that we got from. PSG. I think he's going to be a player of the future. Maybe not quite yet, but Greenwood is certainly smashes goals in left, right and centre. But if you've followed football for any period of time, you'll know that just because you score loads of goals in the youth setup doesn't mean you're going to be a first team player. You just hope that they are. But there's a great feeling about Greenwood, and whether you've watched him in the youth or the reserves, I don't think it really matters. It's what he's going to do when he has his first few games in the first team as to whether he can do it or not. So I hope we do get to see him. But yeah, how are you feeling about it, Marcus? I mean, you've been quite confident.
I have, yeah. I think it's a fantastic night for these young lads to not sort of cement their place in history if we can get through. But it's a fantastic opportunity for them. If these young lads can pull it out the back of the hat and get us through, I think it'll be an amazing achievement for them. But it's going to be hard. It's going to be difficult. We've got a 2-goal deficit to make up, but always believe that we can do it. I put a tweet out earlier that this club, believe in the impossible, get behind the lads. And, they did say, I remember a certain person saying you can't win nothing with kids. And this is the time for the young boys to step up and see what they got.
Red Baron says, at least we're not Madrid fans and expect to have a royal throne in the Champions League final. Just on that, I was saying that last night, wasn't I, Marcus? I mean, it just makes me, Manchester United fans, when was the last time we were relevant? 6 years ago now, under Sir Alex Ferguson? And we've had a few moments where we've had a moan because of the style of football and everything like that. But we totally get that under Ollie, we're probably not going to win the league next year, but we're going to be patient and build forward. I just think Real Madrid fans are a bloody disgrace. You win the Champions League 3 years in a row. You go out and they're booing and stuff like that. I mean, just grow up. It's the way football goes. What's your score prediction then?
I'm going to go 2-1 United. I don't think we're going to go through. Like I said last night, I've just got a horrible feeling that snake is going to come back to haunt us. He put in an okay performance at Old Trafford. I think he did set up one of the goals that got put past us, but I think that he's the danger man for PSG tonight. So it's a big ask, but I've got faith in the lads. I've got faith in the team. I've got faith in my manager. So I'm going to go 2-1 United, but on the night. But ultimately, we'll end up going out of competition.
Someone said in the live comments, there's a lot of big asses tonight. We are saying big ask. Yeah, I know I've said it a few times, and Marcus just said it there. We're not talking about big asses. There's no sign of Kim Kardashian here. It's a big ask. Casper ID says, unblock me on Twitter. Come on, Mark. I've been a supporter since 5k subs. You know how hard it is to read a live comment and then unblock you on Twitter because you haven't even given us your Twitter. Lukaku hat tricks says David Dillon, and Look, I think if we can win this game tonight, it would be epic, is the word I would use. And I think the way I would describe it, and I don't know how you feel about it, Marcus, and everyone else, the way I would describe it is, I know 10 minutes before kick-off on Sunday against Arsenal, I'll be a lot more nervous and excited because I expect us to win that game. With this one, it's a bigger game because it actually is the Champions League, but I'm not as nervous or as excited because I think it's just like we shouldn't win this game. We should get beat in this game. There is that hope and, it can happen. We could produce something and it could be one of the most memorable nights we've had in years. But I don't feel that there's any pressure on this team. If they were to get beat 3 or 4-0, as long as nobody puts in stupidly bad performances and everyone tries, I'd just go, look, we're not, these players aren't good enough. That's not a surprise. So it is quite it's an interesting scenario, is what I would say. I don't think we've got anything to lose, really.
Yeah, I mean, what's the worst that could happen? We get beat, 2, 3, 4-0. But you've got to give these young lads that are coming in there should be a hunger, there should be an appetite for them to do well. Fred, for me, it's one of the games of the season for him. He's really got to put in a performance tonight and show what he's all about. McTominay, it's a tough ask for him, for stepping in there, trying to fill Matic and Herrera's shoes.
Tough ask now.
But I think one of the main guys tonight that's going to be so important is Pereira, because I remember Ollie saying in his interview, he thinks that Pereira's a 10 or an 8. He's not a 6 in Ollie's eyes. So I fancy that goal that he scored the other day was an absolute phenomenal goal.
He's going to have to do the Pogba role tonight. He's going to have to be more attacking midfielder, I think. I think Fred will be box to box, McTominay will sit, and Pereira's going to have to be the creator, really, because there's not a lot else out there to create.
No, there isn't. And I think when you've got Pereira behind Lukaku and Rashford, we know what Rashford's all about. I mean, Rashford, he's been a bit hit and miss the last couple of games, but he has, not sure whether he's fully recovered from that ankle injury or not. So, there's a slight thing for him. But Lukaku at the minute, 2 games, 4 goals, 3 on his right foot. He's given the Paris Saint-Germain defenders something else to think about. He's not one-footed anymore at the minute. He's got a right foot at the minute. The right foot is banging in goals as well. So who knows? If we get the first goal, I think nerves are going to creep in. And I remember Paris Saint-Germain having a lead over Barcelona a couple of seasons ago, I think it was, and then Barcelona absolutely battering them to go through. So it can happen. And Ajax showed last night, don't underestimate them. Just because we got a depleted squad, do not underestimate these lads. This is the time. This is what they want to play for Manchester United for, these European nights. So let's get behind them and hopefully we get a good result.
Yeah, exactly. We've had a super chat here from Stephen Brooks. We need to attack, and come on United. And look, you know what? I think what I was going to say about that as well is that I think tonight, if we were to win, you could have some United players here that you maybe thought were never going to be good enough, and you go, wow, they are good enough. Maybe McTominay, Pereira, Fred, they are good enough. If we lose, I think the worst we're going to say tonight after the game is, look, some of these players aren't good enough. We do need to get rid of some of them and bring new players in the summer, which is what a lot of us think anyway. So we can only benefit from tonight is what I'm trying to say. We're either going to be proved right that we're just not good enough beyond the best players that are not available at the moment, or we're going to find some real gems that go, whoa, this lad can do it. And I think that's what it's all about tonight. It's not mission impossible. It's mission very, very difficult. It
is, yeah. Like I said earlier, it's a bit of an uphill task, but you look on the bench as well, and I know the bench is not the greatest. Of course it's not. There's 4 youngsters on there with hardly any first team experience for Manchester United. But if any of those players come on tonight, Paris Saint-Germain don't know a lot about them. They're not going to. It's not as if they're going to know how to mark them or how to stop them or anything like that. They're unknown. So you get the likes of Chong on, Gomez. I mean, Mason Greenwood was absolutely flying before he got injured. You chuck that lad on. If we're winning 1-0 or it's 1-1, 20 minutes to go, you get a dead ball situation. We know he can bang in free kicks as well. We've all seen the videos on Twitter. So you never know. Let's just get behind them and hopefully we come out this on top.
Mr. Blaster's made a good point. Thanks for the contribution. He says that 0 out of 34 teams have won after losing by 2 or more at home. Not only that, but we have 10 first-team injuries and suspensions. Come on, United. And I think that's what he's saying. The odds are against us. This doesn't happen. It's like, it is. It's not mission impossible. It's mission very, very difficult. It's not far off, but it's a huge, huge challenge. And I think that's all we need to keep in our minds, isn't it? It's a massive challenge for Manchester United.
And plus, our form away from home under Solskjaer is absolutely fantastic. It's phenomenal. We've beaten Arsenal, we've beaten Chelsea, we've beaten Spurs. There's nothing really on paper. We shouldn't really be winning this game, like you said. But it's 90 minutes of football. Go out there, the boys. Go out there, give it your all, and see how you go.
Definitely. Just before we get ready for the game, I'm just going to play this offer that we've got with NetBet. Link in the video description for it. Introductory offer, £25 free bet to matching your first bet. You've got to be over 18 and please do gamble responsibly. Link in the video description. Thanks for NetBet. If you are somebody who fancies a bet, you can do that through NetBet, and they'll give you a £25 free bet matching your first bet. Link in the video description. Make sure you're over 18. We're getting very, very close to kick-off. If Ron bags 3 goals, should remain in the starting lineup, says Abel Leon. I think Lukaku's got a very good chance of starting against Arsenal anyway, because I think Lingard won't be back, Sanchez won't be back, Mata won't be back, so it'll probably be Martial, Lukaku and Rashford. Yeah,
definitely. So I mean,
4 minutes to go. Yes. I've never been so relaxed about a Manchester United game in the Champions League. I just think the expectations are... I wouldn't say my expectations are low. I just don't think I'm putting any pressure on this team, because it's like it's such a big challenge for them.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, United have got to, they've got to grow up a bit. I mean, the midfield the midfield three, McTominay, Pereira, they've got to come of age now. They've got to keep hold of the ball, not make the stupid passing backwards or sideways. They've got to get that ball through to Rashford and Lukaku. Lukaku's got to use his strength, and Rashford's got to use his pace. So hopefully the two boys tonight, they come up trumps and give Paris Saint-Germain something to worry about.
100%.
But Fred's really got to have the game of his life tonight. He's got to show where this £50 million is, because he's not started very often. He's not been on as a sub very often either.
We can win this game or even get a draw in it. Maybe we'll lose 1-0, maybe 2-0. But I don't think they're going to play us off the park, even though that is effectively our reserves. I don't see that happening, to be honest.
The stream's gone down, mate.
Oh, God.
Yeah. A lot of people are saying F, and it's buffering for me. I was back. There we go. Keeps freezing, people are saying. Yeah, we're back now, lads. Don't worry, just refresh.
There's nothing we can do, is there, when it's just that?
No, just refresh. We're back. A lot of people saying, what's F? I think F means fail in the comments.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, our players, our first teamers, our captain, Youngie, got to put in a performance tonight. He's been, I don't think he's been that good in the last few games. Got to see a captain's performance tonight. Luke Shaw, got to see him bombing down the left-hand side. Good to see Bay in as well. Good to see Bay with Smalling in there. So the TV have got it as a 4-3-3 with Lindelof as the right back.
Well, we're about to find out with the team and the formation. We'll see. Sorry, people. Sometimes you do lose the stream, so apologies for that. Oh, shit. I've started the timer by accident. We are just about to kick off. And we are off.
Yep.
The formation, it's definitely not a 3-5-2. Lindelof's definitely not playing right back.
What?
And Ashley Young's giving a foul away on Di Maria straight away, carrying on where he left off. Remember, subscribe to the channel if you're new. Bottom right hand corner, subscribe to the United Stand, get involved. We're live every night at 8 o'clock. We've got watch alongs for every game. We've got match reactions. Flex is in Paris. I can't believe I haven't said this already. Flex is in Paris. If you've not seen his video on the channel already, he is over in Paris. So we will have fan cams after the game as well. But we're up and running here. We're about 50 seconds into the game. George Ramos says, Mark and Marcus, what are your predictions tonight? P.S. We got nothing to lose. I think I'm gonna. My head prediction was that PSG will win this 3-1. My heart prediction is that I think we can get a draw. Marcus?
I'm sticking with 2-1. I was just going to say, I've just seen that tackle back there. It's a great tackle by Fred on Di Maria, but Di Maria's making a meal out of it as always.
Yeah, well, they're diving cheats, aren't they? That's
they got to watch for that. I mean, there's heavy rain out there tonight by the looks of it, so the ball's going to play a lot quicker than what it was at Old Trafford. It'll skim off the surface, so United's tackles are going to have to be well timed.
Chong, older than Sancho, we have to start playing him, says MDD92. I would agree with you on that one, mate. We do. You have got to start playing these players. Lukaku's in, and he Scored!
Yes!
1-0 to Manchester United, and it is a goal. Get in!
There
Get
we go.
in! Get in! Le Magnifique in Paris, the city of love. Shove that in. Turner Gorge, Lukaku, 1-0 to Manchester United. I don't even know what happened there. I was looking at the screen. Ugh, he's done it again. He's done it again, Marcus. Lukaku. Je t'aime, je t'aime. Let's watch it. It's a mistake. It's a mistake, and they'll be bloody nervous now. Terrible back pass. Lukaku gets in on it and rounds the keeper and scores.
Absolutely fantastic.
Voulez-vous? Aha! What a start for Manchester United. 1-0. He nearly messed it up, but he scores.
Yeah, Buffon went down really early. Lukaku gave him the eyes, took it round him on the right with his right foot, and I thought maybe he took it just a little bit too far because he was nearly at the byline with a tight angle, but he squeezed it in. Fantastic start for United.
Well, the brilliant thing about this, just as we bring the mood down a little bit very quickly, the brilliant thing about this is the game's just kicked off. So it's no longer, we may as well just pretend it starts now. 90 minutes and it's 2-1. But one of our goals is an away goal. So, you know, good start from Manchester United. Terrible start by PSG, making mistakes. Rashford with the cross. You know what I would be saying if I was Ole Gunnar Solskjaer now?
Do you know what?
Alves going in on Pereira. Pereira giving a bit back. Up yours, Danny Alves.
They look really rattled, but what a blistering start by United. I think that's probably chucked Paris Saint-Germain's game plan out the window.
Yeah. Because what they don't, if we can get another goal quick, I can't even say this. If we were to get another goal quick and it's 2-2. Don't matter what they're doing at the other end, we become a threat because we've got more away goals than them. But this is the perfect start for Manchester United. 1-0 to United within the first couple of minutes. Lukaku scoring, pouncing on a poor back pass from, I don't know who it was. Might have been Danny Alves, actually. But United just, what I would be doing now if I was Ollie and I was Ashley Young, I'd be saying to the lads, look, try and get hold of the ball. Just try and calm it down a little bit now for 10 minutes. If we can get another goal ourselves, great. Ref's given a lot of fouls to PSG, which is a bit frustrating. It's chucking it down with rain. But, you know, David Dillon says Lukaku haters sit down. But I don't like that statement, David, because we all know, well, you should know, that Lukaku is a 30-goal-a-season striker. And if you give him chances in the penalty box, he will score them. He's proved that for the last week. PSG have just given him a chance in the penalty box and he'll score it. Is he good in the build-up play? Probably not. But if you give him chances, he's a goal scorer. And they made a bloody mistake. I've got to update the score as well, Marcus, here. Because it's,
sorry, I forgot to mention. so engrossed in what's going on here. But, I mean, the referee, he's given away a few 50-50 tackles here. He should be letting go. That's the second one I've seen just now that Fred's been pulled up for. He made one on Di Maria in the first few seconds. And he's got to be careful.
Well, we're not even 5 minutes in here, and it's 1-0 to Manchester United. If you were making a cup of tea or having a poo before the game, it's 1-0 United. You're not dreaming. And PSG, I think, will have a bit of the ball now. I'd almost let them have a little bit of the ball now.
Yeah.
Try and suck them in again and hit them on the break.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, you force them into the mistakes. I mean, now the nerves are going to creep in because, really, the back three aren't going to want the ball at all, just in case they balls it up again. So United really got to try and force them back, get them to play it around the back so Lukaku and Rashford can chase down from the front. A great bit of defending then by Bay just now. But you can see Paris Saint-Germain's game plan straight away, trying to get it out to the left-hand side with Di Maria out there, get that ball into the box pretty quick.
It's all right. It takes me a little bit longer now to change the score.
United quite happy just standing them up at the minute. They're not diving in, which is good. Keep your concentration. You got.
Oh, what a chance for PSG. Cross came in and there was a slide in from, I think it was Mbappe. But they are having a lot of the ball now, and this is where we do become the 5-3-2 because you've got Shaw left back and Young playing at the right back. They're getting in down Young's side again, Marcus.
Yeah.
Another block. Mbappe. Oh, it's always down Ashley Young's side.
But again, you need to get. I mean, who would it be out there? Pereira, maybe on the right hand side, needs to get out there, or McTominay, if he's the shielding midfielder, needs to get out there and close down that space pretty quickly. But Paris Saint-Germain, they're not sitting back; they are trying. That goal from Lukaku is really caught them by surprise. I mean,
ref
the ball's
go home. Someone's saying the ref's dodgy. 0-1 United, 1-0 United, whatever we want to call it. But PSG now having a lot of the ball, and this is where we are now playing the 5-3-2. But when we lose, it's a poor ball from Rashford. We've got to keep hold of the ball.
Oh, you got that ball, Mark, that they're playing with.
Have we?
Yeah.
Is that the one we got?
Yeah, that's one of them. Yeah.
Good tackle, McTominay. Pradney Wadke says Lukaku can have my future kids if he wants to. I'll wait until he scored a couple more. A couple more and he can have mine as well. But at the moment, it's 1-0 United. Good start from United. You know what? I would still, there is, the excitement's there. I'm sure it's there in the whole United fan base at the moment. But to me, I'm just filled with pride and joy. Comfort and joy. It's not Christmas, but I am filled with pride and joy because it's like, even if we came away with a 1-0 win, which we won't, there'll be more goals than this. But if we can just do ourselves proud in this game, that to me is worth everything. But at the moment, I did say that, and we're not even 10 minutes in. I did say that PSG were going to have a lot of the ball, but I didn't think they were going to embarrass us.
No, but I mean, the thing is, with Paris Saint-Germain having a lot of the ball like they are now, they're leaving their two centre-backs on the halfway line. So all really Rashford or Lukaku need to do, they're both... I mean, Lukaku's not the paciest, but once he gets going, he's pretty hard to get off the ball. And Rashford is just blistering quick. So a decent pass from either of them to the other one, over the top or through the middle, I think it'll be a fantastic opportunity for United.
The funny thing about that Lukaku goal is, I was saying this up at Old Trafford on Saturday, is he never looks like he's genuinely in control of a football. Even then, when he's running through, his right touch, his first, is so heavy. But
yeah,
in the penalty box, he'll score your goals. That's what he'll do. But we need this midfield to step up. I think Pereira's had a good start. McTominay's looking steady. Fred just needs to get his confidence up. Lukaku running the channels here gets shrugged off. I mean, he should never get shrugged off a football, but he does. Thiago Silva. Yes. But yeah, a few people just saying there, get Ashley Young off. I mean, look, whatever you think about Ashley Young, he is always the weak spot. He's always the position that people go for. Remember to subscribe if you found the United Stand as a new channel. Please subscribe, bottom right hand corner, get involved. We're not just live for the matches, we'll have match reaction. We've got fan cams, flexes in Paris. We're live every night at 8 o'clock. Previews, transfers, all sorts going on.
I think Scott McTominay's started the game really well. He's been in front of the back.
I tell you what, PSG are getting closer and closer.
They are, yeah. But Scott's he's doing okay at the minute, McTominay. He's shielding the back five, back three, whatever you want to call it, and he's getting in front of the ball. He's
I think him and Pereira have started off quite well. I would say
they have, yeah. Yeah, they have. Pereira's chasing down here.
It's playing into our hands because we've got that early goal, which is key. I think even if they score, it's not the end of the world. It was all about us scoring first in this game. Because it's like, you know what it's like? I wish I'd used this before. You know what this is like? It's like the heavyweight champion of the world, and he's just having a fight before he fights the next heavyweight, the next big fight. This is just like a filler fight, really, and it's like he's expected to win. I'm just going to turn up and win the fight. And what's happened in the first round? The challenger, the unexpected underdog, has just smacked him as hard as they can, right in the nose, and broke the nose. Yeah. And they're like, oh shit, I'm in a proper fight now. And that's brilliant for us.
Bit like the first Rocky film, Mark. Creed against Balboa.
Goal for PSG. It is a goal.
Fuck it.
Terrible. Where's Ashley Young again? Ashley Young again. The invisible man. Where is Ashley Young? This is just, they've been putting in so many crosses. So many crosses. Ashley Young again. Where is every bloody 1-1? It's always Ashley Young.
And again, it's always down that right hand side as well. The ball comes in. I mean, the weird thing is about it as well that before the goal, there's a guy in the penalty box, doing up his bootlaces, and Ashley Young loses his man there at the back post, not even looking to see where he was. But 1-1. But you know what? We can still do it. We can still do it. I don't think we were good enough to keep a clean sheet against them tonight, anyway. But
to be honest with you, I just watched that goal back, and I just want to retract what I said about Ashley Young. He is crap, but he's almost playing as a bloody midfielder. It's like with the back four we are playing a back four.
Yeah.
I think we're all getting lost in this 3-5-2. We're not playing a 3-5-2. We're not playing a 5-3-2. We're playing a back four with Eric Bailly at right back.
You'd have to put that down to Bailly then.
Yeah, it's Bailly.
No,
it is. I'm not blaming Young that time. I've just figured... I'm sorry it's taken me 10 minutes, but it might have taken everybody else 10 minutes as well. The reason Ashley Young's getting so much stick is because he's not playing at right back. Eric Bailly's playing as the right back. Ashley Young's playing in the midfield. We're playing like a 4-3... We're playing like a 4-4-2, really.
Well, if Paris Saint-Germain get the next goal, I think it's good night. So, United really got to be aware now.
It's Bailly's fault. You're right. It is Eric Bailly's fault. And Ross said that. Look, when I'm wrong, I'll say I'm wrong. And, Ashley Young has been playing as a right back for however long. And we were all heard about 3-5-2. So I think we've all sort of thought that. But it's Eric Bailly just got skinned again by Di Maria. And what the amazing thing is that PSG are just... They're not known for this, but it's their crossing game that's killing us.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. The right-hand side for us. I mean, you would have thought without possession, you would have thought we'd go to a back five and Ashley Young would be out there. So, I mean, he's the more natural out on the right-hand side than what Eric Bailly is. So, but Bailly definitely at fault for that goal. He had no clue where his man was.
Well, why is he playing at right back? We could have played Delo.
Yeah. Do you know what? I think even BT had us playing as a 4-3-3 with Lindelof at right back.
Well, we're definitely playing a 4-3-3. I think we all fell into that. Well, it's not a 4-3-3. It's actually a 4-4-2. Because Pereira's playing to the left-hand side. It's a 4-4-2. We're playing a 4-4-2. Everyone who likes 4-4-2, we're playing a 4-4-2.
There's still plenty of time.
Yeah.
Still plenty of time.
Well, I'd rather it be, it could be 0-0 after 15 minutes, but 1-1's a better scoreline for us because we've got one of the away goals. So, as I said at the start, mission difficult, not mission impossible.
Just coming up to 15 minutes in. Been a decent opening 15 minutes.
You know what? This is why everybody should always shut up about leaking out. I know what formation we're playing. We're doing this. We're doing that. I fell into the trap tonight, and I should preach what I should eat what I preach. And I always say, don't start coming at me with formations or this, that, and the other until the game kicks off, because all the talk of a 3-5-2 or a 5-3-2 was absolutely crap. And I think that we all fell into that trap. And even I was blaming Ashley Young. But then again, Ashley Young has been playing at right back for the last year. But we're not playing that tonight. We're playing a 4-4-2 with Eric Bailly at right back, which begs the question why we're not playing Delo. I just,
Yeah.
Who scored for PSG anyway? His hair was rainy.
I'm not too sure, to be honest. Would it have been Draxler over there?
It probably was Draxler. It definitely wasn't the Snake. So yeah, for anybody who's confused by the formation that we're using, you've got a back four of Luke Shaw, left back obviously, with Smalling and Bailly. Smalling and Lindelof. Eric Bailly's playing at right back. Ashley Young is playing as like a right midfielder, with Fred and Scott McTominay as a traditional midfield too, and Pereira playing to the left with Rashford and Lukaku. And Rashford's hobbling again.
Yeah. Old Burnett.
A weird formation for Manchester United, and to be honest with you, I don't really get why we're playing Eric Bailly.
I don't know why he's playing it right back.
No. But it's 1-1. It was Burnett who scored. 1-1. 1-1, and Goldbridge has had to issue an apology to Ashley Young. In my defence, he has been playing as a right back for the last year, and I just presumed he was right back tonight. And I was like, well, where's bloody right? Because it's the right back's fault, that goal. And I thought Bay had just been pulled out of position because Young wasn't there, but he's not playing as a right back.
So United need to keep their heads at the minute. They're chasing shadows.
Yeah, I think you're spot on there. What we need to do is just keep our heads, like Marcus said. Keep calm. Keep calm. You know, 1-1's the same as 0-0, and we're 17 minutes into the game. In fact, 1-1's better than 0-0 because it's one away goal. So
again, there is loads of space.
What? I tell you what. Let's just talk about Eric Bailly. I think Eric Bailly's finished at Manchester United, and I've been saying this for a while. And anyone who watches the channel will know. Eric Bailly's cost us 2 goals in this time.
Yeah. Verratti's having a great game so far. Fred's not really been involved. He don't look with it at the minute. He's not quite up to the speed of the game. But just saying. Yeah, Bay, he has no clue what's around him whatsoever.
Well, Ollie sort of said that in one of the press conferences about the first game against PSG. He said that, you know, we shouldn't be giving him a yard, but oh well.
Thing is, though, United
it's shocking defending from Bay, though, that goal.
Yeah, but United aren't going to press that high up the pitch either with the pace of Mbappe in behind. So United are in a bit of a catch-22 at the minute. Do they stick or twist? You know, I would say wait until the end of the first half and then see how it's going. But then
AJ's back says, God, Ashley Young looks lost. How can he be captain? To be honest with you, I think that was part of the reason I thought he was still right back and he just wandered off on a little trek again, because I don't... oh, God, Bailly again here. Saved by De Gea. I tell you what, I'd take Eric Bailly off. He's all over the shop. And I think Ashley Young's all over the shop as a right winger as well, because he hasn't played there for years. That's a crap pass again.
Yeah.
It's weird what we've done tonight. So you've moved Ashley Young out of right back to play him as a right winger, and then you put Bailly at right back.
When you got Delo there as well.
Yeah,
you got Delo.
Bailly just looks all over the place. I mean, the Red Zambian just says Bailly's not a right back, and you're right, I do sympathise with that. He's not a right back. But he's definitely playing as a right back, and he's nearly cost us 2 goals. De Gea's just made a great save.
He's playing as a right back, but his instinct here is to do what the centre back does, and he keeps on moving into the centre all the time, which is leaving the space out on there. I mean, maybe there's a bit of a communication problem here between Ashley Young and Eric Bailly. Maybe Young should be tracking down that right hand side, because Bailly keeps on going to the centre next to Chris Smalling. But without the ball...
Oh, I thought he'd scored. Bloody hell. When De Gea doesn't make that save, I thought Di Maria had scored there. Hits it from outside the box. Catches it very well. Through Bailly's legs, because it's a crap block and it's just wide.
Yeah, another warning for United there.
Bailly's all over the place.
Oh, he's got to sort that out.
He's
but
like
he
a leper
ain't
in a
going to change
wind
it. Yeah. So the way Di Maria hits that, I mean, near enough a perfect hit.
Well, at least we scored. At least I got to get a few of my French phrases out. One all Del boy. Fabrique Belgique.
Yeah. But again, you know, Bailly, he's not getting out there quick enough either. It's terrible from defending at the minute from United. There's no... If Young's the captain there, surely he should be having a word with Bailly. They've got to be having a chat between themselves, trying to sort out that right-hand side.
Well, there's a few people... Jamie says time to make a change, but Ollie doesn't make changes very quickly. When you think about that Chelsea game when Matic nearly got sent off, he didn't do it. I don't think he's he's not that sort of manager. He doesn't make the changes quick. So David Burke, is Ninja at the game? I think Ninja is at the game because lots of people have been saying Ninja in the live comments. So yeah, who is Ninja? Do you know, Marcus?
No, mate, not at all.
I'm going to guess he's a DJ of music that I don't listen to.
Not at all. But, I mean, I'll be interested to see what the possession stats are this first half at the minute.
The thing about Ollie is, look, I think he's brilliant, and I think he's done so many genius things already. You know, we caught Arsenal on the hop with a tactical change. We caught Chelsea on the hop with a tactical change, and tonight he's basically playing a 4-4-2, which you don't, not many teams play, and you know it could have been absolutely amazing, but you know he's going to get it wrong at some point, isn't he? He's going to get one game wrong. Ninja is a YouTuber. There you go.
No.
That's why I don't know who he is. Eric Bay skinned again and again.
Surely he's got to sort that out. That's the third or fourth time now already in like the last 5-10 minutes.
Bay have absolutely getting rinsed in the live comments, quite rightly so, but ultimately I do have sympathy for him. He's not played a lot of football recently, has he? And you're chucking him in at right back in a game of this magnitude because there's nobody. Well, there is somebody else actually. I lie. There is somebody else. His name is Delo, but maybe Ollie doesn't feel he's up to it.
Yeah, he's certainly showing his frailties tonight. But now again, I mean, the defence for him is he is not a right back. He's a centre back. You know, and he's thinking like a centre back at the minute. So he keeps getting drawn to inside of the box in the middle, and then you can almost chuck a blanket over Smalling, Lindelof, and Bailly in there. But Ashley Young's playing. There's no cover on that right hand side at all. Di Maria's having a field day down that side. But again, Paris. You know what? Apart from the goal, I don't think United have been in Paris Saint-Germain's half yet.
Bay is losing his players, says Genuine. I think I'm starting to retract my apology to Ashley Young though, because I think there is a lot of confusion down that right hand side between Bay and Young, in the fact that people are losing players and it's a mess. We're a mess down that right hand side, which is funny because we've been doing this for a few years, Marcus, and we used to always say we never use the left hand side, and now it's like the right hand side is so weak, isn't it?
Well, I think that's because, you know, our captain, you know, is no longer good enough for the United's first team. You know, and it goes to when you're being outskinned and you know you're not at your top of your game, especially in these European games. What are we keeping him for? You know, why are we giving him contract extension?
Well, Tyrone Williams says, I can't understand the obsession with Ashley Young. He's crap. Adam Morris, thanks for the contribution. What about Rojo? I know he's a centre-back, but has played as a left-back, so he's got experience at full-back if he's not confident with the low. Yeah. I think the problem United are having is that we just can't get hold of the ball. Remember I predicted that Paris Saint-Germain would have at least 60% possession. I'd say it's probably over 80% at the moment.
Yeah, you could make a change. You could get Bailly off.
I'll tell you what, Tuchel's got a face you want to punch. And I'm not a violent person. He just comes across as really, really a nerd. You know, the nerd in the class. Oh, yeah. I've not only have I done my homework, I've done everybody else's through subliminal thoughts.
Yeah, you could take Bailly off, get Young at right back and push Delo on the right-hand side in midfield.
Marky says he didn't expect us to be this poor, Marcus. Do you think we've been poor?
I think we have, to be honest. I really do. I think apart from the goal, I don't think we've done anything. I really don't.
Well, the goal was a mistake by PSG.
Yeah.
You know, fair play to Lukaku. You give him a chance in the box, great. Lindelof shouting at the midfield because they're not coming to give him a pass, so we're just having to hit it long all the time. I'm not surprised that we're poor. I think this was always the risk that we were going to be poor because of the players that we've got to play. And I'll tell you what, anybody who thought we should have played Greenwood or Gomez or Chong, you're having a bloody laugh. This is a horrible place to give them game. What's Rashford doing there? My God.
Yeah.
I mean, that what Rashford's just done there, we had a free kick on the halfway line. He's tried to whack it over to Bailly at the right back position and knocked it near the corner flag for PSG. It's just lazy. Everybody's having a shit game. Everybody. It's 87% possession for PSG. It's just lazy from Rashford, that is. He's not switched on.
United, they just cannot get hold of the ball. They really can't.
But you know what I'm going to say? Because I said, look, I'm not going to start ranting or anything unless it's down to the experienced players like Babe on that goal. It's just not acceptable. But am I surprised that we're getting passed off the park? No, because you've got Scott McTominay, Fred and Pereira in that midfield. It's just... I think Watford had passes off the park with that midfield. It wouldn't surprise me. What I was saying tonight is, will those three players step up and prove that they're United players? That's their opportunity tonight. Can they do it? And they still can do it, but it won't surprise me if they don't do it because for various reasons they've just not been good enough this year. Rashford doesn't look like he's in the game, says T. Ballard. I don't know whether... Here he is. He's in down the left. We've got overlaps as well. Go for the box. What was that? What was that? Rashford's head's not in it, is it? He's just not in it. He gets away down the left-hand side. He's got Lukaku and Young that he can cut it back to, and he does some weird shit cross that goes out for a goal kick. Awful. Yeah. Awful.
Add that to the free kick just now where he's knocked it out of play as well.
His head's just not with it. I don't know whether he's carrying an injury, but...
I mean, again, it was...
A bit better from United, though. We're actually having a bit of the ball for a change, which is good.
I mean, that's the first time Rashford's had a chance to run down that left-hand side, and to be honest, the defenders there, the Paris Saint-Germain defenders, no one knew what to do with him. No one really tracked him. No one came across to try and cut the space out. But the ball across was absolutely poor.
Well, Ander Pereira says, I didn't expect anything yet. I'm disgusted by this. Rashford's going to shoot from distance. Straight... Hey! Yes! Get in! 2-1! Just shows you, if you take a shot, you'll get a goal. Fabrique Belgique. It's in. It's Rashford. He just has a pop from about 40 yards. It bounces up in front of Buffon, and Lukaku's there to tap it home. It's 6 in 3. It's 2 in 1. It's 2-1. It's the 2 away goals done, and PSG will be like, what the hell? But we don't care. It's 2-1, and that's the reality of it. Have some of that. Out of nothing. I mean, Rashford's just had 2 ridiculously terrible bits of play, Marcus, but they stand off him. He has a shot. Buffon spills it, and Lukaku's there to tap it home.
Do you know what? The main person involved in that, who brought that ball over the halfway line, was Eric Bailly from right back. He brings it. He just kept the ball at his feet.
It's end to end, this stuff. It's the old... It's the bisexual hooker again. It's end to end, but it's 2-1. 2-1.
But again, it just goes to show on the night, the players, as bad as they've been, some of them.
I'm not going to get so excited after this one.
We just need one more. Right, and we've got 60 minutes. So if we can get to half time as 2-1, I think we're... Oh, do you know what? As weird as it sounds, I think we're in the driving seat at the minute because Paris Saint-Germain are probably absolutely gobsmacked.
Eric Bay's down injured now, so we've got a moment. But the one thing we said before the game is that we've got to be clinical. We've got to be clinical in this game. Well, there's a referee incident here. I think Verratti might be getting booked.
Well, that's good for us. But I mean...
No, he's not. He's saying no more. Wow.
Oh. But Eric Bailly in that goal was the man that brought that ball across from over the halfway line, played it into Lukaku, then it was given to Rashford. Rashford hits the shot, and Lukaku's there with the follow-up. absolutely fantastic.
This is what I said about Lukaku at the weekend, though. People don't get it. You know, in the box, he's the box king. Outside the box is the bird box challenge. You know, he's got his blindfold on. He don't know what he's doing. In the box, this is why he's a 30-goal-a-season striker. He's got 6 goals in 3 games.
Have you updated the score?
Oh, it takes time. I'm doing it now.
Oh.
Draughty's got a system that's a bloody nightmare for me to update when we score. But
I'll say that was a bit of a rough tackle there by Verratti on Bay. Just seeing it back again. I think Ashley Young and Pereira are right to have a word with the ref there and say, where's the card for that one?
Well, I'm not going to get premature on this. I think we got very excited after the first goal. We have seen PSG dominating as we're 2-1 up. And let's just relax. I'd love to get to half-time at 2-1.
Yeah, I think, you know, and you've got the added bonus of 2 young lads on the bench that can absolutely change the game in Delo and Mason
Bailey
Greenwood.
Again! Oh, for God's sake, get him off!
Come on.
He's just not marking his man on the cross as McTominay's hurt himself here. And Di Maria's going to get a yellow card.
Good. See, they're ruffled now. They are ruffled. They're making stupid challenges now, Paris Saint-Germain.
The snake is hissing, but he's had a yellow card.
He
I see whether he
his
should have
skin.
got any more. I don't think it was even a yellow card, to be honest, but fair play. You deserve it. But, yeah, Buffon... I mean, it's very intelligent play by Rashford to shoot on a pitch like this from distance. Buffon spills it and Lukaku follows it in. And the thing is, we were talking about this before the game. United are going to need a lot of luck. We are going to need luck. You do need luck. And we're also going to need to be clinical with the chances that we've got. So well done to Romelu Lukaku tonight, because we needed that. You know, he could have missed both those chances. Lukaku has missed chances like that before. He didn't. He put them both in, and we needed to be clinical tonight.
You know what? That was unlike Buffon as well, letting that one spill. I thought he would have caught that quite comfortably.
Chris Tentavis says we need to boost our confidence. Young needs to be moved on. He constantly gives possession away, and PSG is exposing him like every other team does. Look, mate. Anad says Lukaku hardly scores in big games. Not tonight. I mean, to be fair, he's had his movements. He's anticipated. Lukaku's not really done anything in this game. Delo's coming on for Bailly. See?
Yeah, good.
Brilliant. Absolutely
Finally.
Brilliant decision.
Do you know what?
Is...
And I think what will happen now is Ashley Young's going to go right back. I think Delo's going to play further forward, because that
I think
boy
Bailly's
can
coming off
cause
because
trouble.
he's injured, though. But Bailly coming off for Delo, I think, could be pivotal. He's coming off because he's injured, but actually, I would have done it as a.
I think Delo down that right hand side as a right winger, in front of Ashley Young, certainly rocks up that right hand side for us.
Oh, United again! It was offside. Rashford. Yeah, but the anticipation that Lukaku has shown, I don't think he's done much in the game anywhere else, but he's not. That doesn't matter. He scored 2 goals, but the anticipation of Lukaku on both the goals, Rashford's to follow it in, and also with the mistake PSG made on the first one with the back pass to anticipate it, has afforded him a couple of tap-ins really. 6 goals in 3 games for Lukaku. But United are growing in confidence now. I tell you what I'm loving about this game, and you know what, maybe we could still lose 5 or 6-2, but it's the fact that this is our reserves and they're not getting embarrassed, because I was just really worried that Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, who we all want to be our manager, he's done a fantastic job when he's got his best team around him, going to Paris, one of the best teams in the world, with his reserves, they get beat 6 or 7-0, and it just stains his reputation a bit. And I was desperate for that not to happen tonight, and so far it isn't. And PSG have got to be careful now, because one more goal and they're out. So they can't be as gung-ho. It's an interesting one for PSG, because...
It is now, yeah, definitely.
If we score another one, they're out.
And they've really they've got to score a goal to make sure that they do go through.
Go on, Lukaku, down that wing. He goes. Oh no, he's over it. Heavy touch. That wasn't a foul. Oh.
It is Tuchel in charge of PSG, isn't it?
Tuchel, yeah.
Yeah, Tuchel, yeah. It'd be interesting to see what he says at half time to him. Whether to go out and get the goal or whether to protect what they got in the second half.
Well, Lukaku's on a hat-trick.
And again, what's that? 1, 2, 3. That's 4 with his right foot in 3 games.
Diego, impact incoming. Ollie the tactical god, says Pradnia Wadke. And Diego, yeah, Delo. Well, Ashley Young has gone to right back, which that's a lovely ball, but De Gea's got it.
Well, I think on the night, anyone at right back apart from Bailly is better.
T Ballard says the ref is wearing PSG underwear for sure. Well, as long as we stay disciplined, let's just hope the referee doesn't have an impact, because I think the referee had an impact on the first leg. Kimpembe shouldn't have even been on the bloody pitch. But I'm glad that Rashford had the part in that second goal, because I thought he was playing awful. But I think that's the thing about Rashford. He'll always keep going. Well,
this is it. This is what you want from everyone from United. Just keep going.
Ref.
Don't worry.
What? Oh, the ref's a bloody joke. Rashford's just nutmegged their right back and been fouled, and the referee says, you're diving. I hate foreign referees. They're absolutely shit. This is why Kimpembe didn't get sent off, because he goes, oh, you're diving. How can you be bloody diving when somebody stands in your way and stops you running? It's a foul. And they go like this, dive. I tell you what I go, up yours, you shit, mate. It's a bloody foul, that is, and it's a decent opportunity for us to put a cross in, and he calls it a bloody dive.
Yeah, definitely a foul. He took his standing leg from the right back, has took Rashford's left foot out there.
The ref's a cheat.
What do you think of Fred in his first half, Mark?
Well, he's doing all right, isn't he?
Yeah. His passing's been a bit hit and miss, but I think he's in there just to ruffle the feathers of the midfield. I think now it's a great opportunity now for United to get that kid out on the right-hand side. And we know he's probably the best crosser we got, to be fair. Get them balls into the box. Because as we've seen already, Buffon can't catch a ball at the minute.
Just get to half-time, 2-1 up. I think this team needs a bit of Ole topping up, to be honest.
Well, surely the ref should have blown well before that. So, just over the 40-minute mark.
We've got to stop them scoring now. I know 1-1's okay, but if we've got any aspirations of going through this tie, we've got to keep them. We've got to keep one ahead of them for a bit longer. The ref is garbage, Jose Chapo. Make sure you subscribe to the channel if you're new. Bottom right hand corner. I suspect we've probably got a few newbies tonight. Get involved with the channel and subscribe. We're live every night at 8 o'clock. We've got fan cams in Paris. Imagine if we win. The fan cams are going to be... Well, even if we... As long as we don't get beat, I think the fan cams are going to be great. So Flex is over there for that. I think the ref's biased as well. And I'm saying that when we're 2-1 up. Well done, Ashley Young. Did well there. Heading it back to De Gea under pressure.
PSG just don't seem to be... their passes just seem to be a hit and miss as well at the minute.
Danny G says that mountains are there to be climbed. Thanks for the contribution, Danny.
Yeah, definitely.
Well, the thing about PSG is, it's like I said, it's like that boxer again, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's they've had one bloody nose, and then they've gone and had another one, and they're like, I think they were looking a bit. Oh, Delo skips past one into the box. Delo. Oh, nearly an own goal.
Jeez.
Nearly an own goal. Brilliant play by Delo. This is why he should have been starting the game.
Yeah, I mean, first time the kid's got on the ball since he's come on, and already straight away, virtually, he's caused the problem.
United look a threat when we do attack. But I think what's happening with PSG is I think the first goal, they were like, oh, it's just luck. Let's keep playing the way we want to play. Now they're 2-1 down. They're like, oh, is this Ajax, Real Madrid? Is it luck? You know.
I think they'll probably use that for inspiration, you know. See what happened last night, and it can be done. It can be done, but great run there by Delo just now. Step over on the right hand side, skips past the left centre back. Dangerous ball in.
We do need another goal. Yeah, we're not through at the moment. Anybody who thinks that we are, we're 3-2 down, but we're 2-1 up in the tie. We've got the 2 away goals, so that's useful. But I mean, look, mountains are there to be climbed. I don't think I can underestimate or do it justice just how happy I would be if the game finished like this. I want to win. I want to go through. But if we beat PSG, there's no way they're giving us an easy ride. No. And I still think we're a long way from beating them. And it's great that we're saying, oh, you know, let's get another and try and knock them out. Great. But I think even if we came away from this game and not losing, it would be an amazing achievement. So this is fantastic at the moment. And we're so dangerous on the break. It's the low again. Slows it down. PSG are the BTEC bottlers. PS Marino should be at home ashamed of himself. One more goal. Come on, United. I don't know what that pass was, but it's landed us in all sorts of trouble. I don't know what we were doing there, passing it back to Lindelof. But I think we've got men back now. I don't know what that was there. We were on the attack, and then we suddenly hit some stupid ball to the halfway line that let PSG in.
Yeah. Making just a couple of silly mistakes now. Just need to get through to half time.
It was Delo who did that.
But they had a great opportunity to break there. Why he's passed that ball back like that, I don't know.
Yeah, get involved with the channel if you are new. Subscribe. We were obviously doing this again for Arsenal at the weekend, but we're live every night at 8 o'clock. Fan cams, match reaction, transfer news. It's all going on. So get your notifications on and subscribe. Actually, make sure you are still subscribed, because I've had a few people contacting me over the last month saying that YouTube has unsubscribed them. So just make sure that you actually are subscribed, because you might find that you're not. But we're 1 minute away from half time. This is key, this next minute now. Get to half time and get a team talk. That's a foul on Fred.
Yeah.
I think the midfield three have done well without, you know, the possession has been to PSG. We've not any. The better footballing team has been PSG. We've had to play to a game plan, which is trying not to concede and hitting them on the break, and it's working. But what I would say about McTominay, Pereira and Fred, without doing anything really with the ball, they fought really hard. I can't believe PSG have faith in a 41-year-old Buffon. We should target him in the second half with long shots, says Nick P. Wash your hands, Mark. It's got Jose negativity juice all over them. Okay. And George Ramos, yeah, we've read that one. Okay. Thanks for the contributions. PSG are just a rich Arsenal, says Roy Keane. Simply the best. I'd say, actually, they're a baguette-eating Man City. Because that's what they are. They're built on oil.
Yeah, I do agree with the getting the shots off at Buffon in the second half. Have a couple of long-range efforts. I mean, with the rain as well, can play havoc with the catching, and already spilled a couple as well throughout this first half. So,
Rashford nearly in again. I get excited every time we're near the box. It's half time, and what I would say as well is, what a half from Manchester United. Not a vintage performance, but I think anybody who is expecting that is a liar, because you're not going to get United turning up against PSG, playing them off the park and being 2-1 up. We knew to be 2-1 up in this game at half-time, it was about heart, desire, passion with players that are basically our reserves. The story of the half then, a mistake by PSG, which Lukaku brilliantly anticipated, rounded the keeper 1-0. Then PSG back level with Bernat. Why Bay's playing it right back in the first place. Why he's not marking his man, I don't know. 1-1. PSG domination, crosses coming in, half chances for them, and then Rashford picks it up around the half an hour mark, shoots from about 40 yards out, bounces in front of Buffon, wet surface, can't hold it, and Lukaku's there to follow it in, and it's 2-1. It's not quite smash and grab, Marcus, but what it is it's just what we needed from United. A hearty display, heads and hearts on the line, bums and feet as well, chucking your body in, working really hard, and then when you're getting the chances, if you get the chance, be clinical. Because I think that ref's against us a little bit as well. Light up Di Maria and get him sent off, says T. Ballard. I'd love a bit of that. Imrano TV says, Marcus, your mic is too sensitive, giving us all a laugh in the live comments.
Yeah, I know Mum's tapping the buttons playing Lego. But sorry
But no,
about
I'll tell you,
that.
just quickly before I get your thoughts and everyone else's as well, Marcus. At least we know that this game's over in an hour. You know, there will be no extra time now. There cannot be extra time. The only opportunity of extra time was if it was 2-0 to United. So, however this finishes, somebody's going through in the 90th minute. And 2-1 to Manchester United. Give us your thoughts, Marcus. Go on.
Do you know what? I just think so far so good, from us. I mean, I did say in the first half, what's Tuchel going to say to them at half time? Are they going to protect what they got, or are they going to try and go for the goal and put the tie to bed? But with United, United have got to go for it now. They really have. You know, they've got a 2-1 advantage at the minute. They know one more goal is enough.
I tell you what, I'm excited because that's why I'm jumping in. But I just think if we can have that 2-1 with 10 minutes to go, I almost feel that I want it to stay 2-1 till 10 minutes to go, because PSG will start to shit themselves then. They'll come to if it stays 2-1 for long enough, PSG will get to a point where they have to defend, because they're like, we can't keep going for that goal, because if they score, we're out. So they'll go defensive, which means we can go offensive, and then you maybe grab it. But it's going to be an interesting second half. But it could flip the other way. They are a better team than us. They could come through and win 3 or 4-2. But at the moment, I'm glad we've gone in at 2-1 at half time. It's a very, very good performance from United with our reserves, let's be honest.
It is as well. I mean, don't forget, Paris, we've not had much possession of the ball either. But when we've had possession, we've used it well. We've created a couple of chances when we've gone forward. Dalot, since he's come on, I think he's had a fantastic impact straight away. They don't know how to deal with him out there. So I think, during the second half, if he chucks Chung on or Greenwood, if they come on, I think it will just add to the threat. That Paris Saint-Germain don't know what to do. I just think they're in mixed minds at the minute, and it's going to take a hefty talking to at half time to find out what the game plan is going to be in the second half. If they want to sit back, United go forward. If they want to go for the goal and make sure that they're in the quarterfinals, then United have got fantastic pace on the counter-attack with Rashford and Dalot out on that right-hand side. So, I think either way, whatever they do, Paris Saint-Germain is going to play into United's hands without doubt.
Aidan Lefevre says, Kehrer has been PSG's weakling so far. Need to attack that side more. He has lost every 50-50 so far. Come on, United. And Fred's playing well, says Stephen Lazama. Thank you to Lukaku. Fred was amazing, says Manu Abraham. I think that midfield three, without doing anything Pogba, Herrera or Matic would do, because they're better footballers, what they have done is they've worked their bloody socks off, and they've not been put in the shade by better players. And if they can keep doing that, brilliant. Because I tell you what, I know we all get excited about a Greenwood or a Chong or a Gomez, but these are lads who've not even been given that many minutes against people like Reading at home in the Cup, and you're going to chuck him into a rainy night in the Champions League against PSG. I think we've got to hope that these players that are out on the pitch can keep it going for 90 minutes, because we've used our experienced bloody player on the bench now, haven't we? Because, well, we could bring Rojo on, but he's a defender. If we're needing to attack, you're going to have to go Gomez, Chong or Greenwood, which is a massive jump into the unknown, which is effectively what tonight is. Nick P says Greenwood's on to score a 90th minute winner and send us through, and I'm building a statue of Ollie in the back garden. Look, you know what? I'd love to win this game. I'd love to win this game, but I'm not going to be that person that says we are going to win it, because I don't think any United fan has been that person. All we've said is, of course, It's not mission impossible. It's mission very, very, very difficult. And if we did it, it would be one of the most epic nights of our European history. And we've had many because of the circumstances. But if we can come out of this game and only get beat 3-2, I'd be massively proud of that team. And I think that's not being defeatist. What I'm trying to say is I'm appreciative of what the challenge is in front of us. That's a very good PSG team. We're away from home. We were 2-0 down coming into it. And we're playing with our reserves. And you know what? Fair play to them, because they're all fighting for the shirt, which is all you ever want. We've not buckled. We haven't looked like we're going to get smashed. I think we looked a little bit weak, Marcus, with Eric Bailly on. And that was frustrating because I think PSG are better than us, but they weren't, and they're having more of the ball. That's fine. But I think we were so weak down that right-hand side with Bailly. It was like they're going to score 3 or 4 just because of that. But I think we've shored that up now with him going off.
Yeah, definitely. I think, with Bailly going off now and Young on the right-hand side at right back and then Delot in front of him, there's plenty of opportunity there for if Ashley Young wants to bomb on down that right-hand side, Delot then pulls back and covers at right back. So I think it's a good combination for this game. Obviously, Eric Bailly, he's not a right back by trade, he's a centre back. And that's where the problems, were coming in that first half. There's no doubt about it. But we were definitely playing a 4-4-2. Bailly was at right back, and then Smalling, Lindelof, and Luke Shaw. So, I think Ollie's done the right thing there. Do you know what? I really don't want to say that Bailly came off injured. I want to believe that Ollie made the tactical switch, because when he came off, he didn't look injured to me. He was walking fine. He didn't look like he was grunting or groaning as he went off. So I want to just think that the face that he was making was just disappointment with his performance.
Lee Borlington says that PSG will be getting a hairdryer at the moment. I'll tell you what, Tuchel will get the sack if he loses this. That's how it works at PSG. So expect a response from PSG in the second half. I think Bailly looked like he was injured. Remember, he got that tackle from Verratti just before. But to be honest with you, I agree. I would love it to be tactical, because I think it was. I feel sorry for Bailly. I think, he's not a right back. I don't know why we did that. But 4-4-2 is the way to go, said somebody there. Let me see if I can find them again. It was Tony. It's funny, actually. A lot of people obviously we do the show live every night at 8 o'clock, and we do a lot of shows on the United Stand, and most of them are live, so there's a lot of interaction with the live comments, which is very busy tonight. But we still, over the years, we've had people saying, why don't we play 4-4-2? Why don't we play 4-4-2? And I always say it's a dead formation. Obviously, we used it in the treble-winning season, but in the modern game, it's a bit of a dead formation because you get dominated in the midfield. But effectively, we have been playing a 4-4-2 tonight. I know some people will say, no, it's a 4-2-2-2 or whatever. But I think that's, as I said, we had quite a funny moment when people. Well, it wasn't funny when PSG scored, but there was a funny moment because I was going, wow, it's bloody Ashley Young again, who I don't think's played particularly well. But because he's been playing right back for us and everyone kept going, it's a 3-5-2, it's a 3-5-2, I think we all fell into that trap that it was Ashley Young's fault, because where was Ashley Young? But we were never playing a 3-5-2. And I know I said it was a 5-3-2, but you should never predict a formation until the game kicks off. And we were not playing a 3-5-2 or a 5-3-2. We played a 4-4-2. That's how I saw it. Bailly was right back, Smalling and Lindelof as centre backs, Luke Shaw left back, Ashley Young as a right midfielder, Pereira as a left midfielder, and 2 centre midfielders in Fred and McTominay. So
just in the replay back there from Rashford's shot and Buffon spilling it. To be honest, I think that the rain on the ball has played a major part in that, because it's, as Rashford's hit it, it's spilled straight out of his hands. So I agree with that super chat earlier. Get some long shots off at him and make sure they're on target and see what he does with it, to be honest. If you got Lukaku following up on him like that, it could be a good way to go.
Yeah, definitely. Well, Chris Gillespie says, cheer up. You know what? When before this game started, I was full of this. Oh, you know what? It doesn't matter. We're probably not going to win. There's no pressure on us. No one expects us to do anything, but we all know in football that soon disappears very quickly when suddenly there is that opportunity. I still don't think we're going to do it, and that is definitely 100% me psychologically convincing myself so that then we will do it. But of course we can do it. We're 2-1 up. We only need one more goal and we're through. So of course we can do it. That's why I'm quite nervous, because I'm like, Are we going to get this close and have it dragged away from us? But it's going to be a very interesting second half. No matter the result tonight, so proud of the lads, says Adrian Gorchia. Look, exactly, Adrian. And Bay played right back for Villarreal. He was bad tonight, says Anup Naik. He was very, very bad tonight. But look, there is hope. And we are in this, says M.A. Khan. God is blessing us, apparently, says AJ Nell. I think it was AJ anyway, if it wasn't, sorry. But look, that's the thing I'm going to take into the second half. Whether we do it or we don't do it, this is our reserves, everybody. This is our reserves. This is our reserves coming into Paris. 2-0 down. So there's so many reasons why this shouldn't happen. But as we've all been saying today, it's not mission impossible. It's mission very, very difficult. And as Ollie said himself, mountains are there to be climbed. So if he pulls this off, I mean, he gets the job for me anyway. I think he's a bloody genius. But if he pulls this off...
Well, do you know, if he does pull it off, I think people will want a statue of him, to be honest. It's, like you said there, it's not mission impossible. You know, we can do it. We know we can do it. We've done it before with, you know, great teams over the years with fantastic players. And I think it was a night for these young lads to step up and show that they are capable of handling the big European nights. You know, if there's a place up for grabs, they know they're good enough that they can come in. And again, that all comes from Solskjaer. You know, he's put the confidence in these lads to come in and do a job, and they've got his backing. So fair play to him.
What are we going with? I take it you're going to go... you said 2-1 United, didn't you, actually?
Yeah,
so
I did, yeah.
I think you're going to be wrong there. I can't see it staying that way.
Well, if I have to change the score now, I think United's going to do it, to be honest. I really do. I think the way it's planned out, that first half, I've got a funny feeling that Paris Saint-Germain are going to try and stick with what they got. I don't think they're going to take any risks whatsoever.
I would love that to be the case. I would love to see PSG at some point making a defensive substitution, because I think that will play into our hands, because we are effectively playing defensive on the break anyway. So if they suddenly think we've got to protect what we've got, and let's not forget, that's the thing for PSG. This is always the brilliance with, no matter what your advantage is from the home tie, if you're the away team, it can change around very quickly like it did for Ajax. Personally, if I was PSG manager, I would say for half an hour, blitz United and try and score goals. And then in the last 15 minutes, let's protect what we've got, because I think if they sit back, we will score, like you say. So it's going to be very interesting to see how they approach it. But it's still a very, very big ask for Manchester United. And I will still say, even if we lost this game 3-2, or if we got a draw, or if we won it 2-1 and we still go out, I still think it's an amazing achievement. So my feet are firmly on the ground.
Well, I've got a couple of people in the comments saying that I'm flip-flopping, but I think with the score as it is, you got to back the boys, didn't you? I mean... Dare to believe.
I do dare to believe. Yeah. I do dare to believe. We're winning the Champions League, says Red Baron. Look, I will say this now, and this may not be relevant in an hour and a half's time, but I did say this before the game. If by some... And it's bordering on a miracle if we do it, let's be honest. If we did get through this tie, I would say that we are a very firm candidate to win the Champions League. But whether we get through this tie or not is still, I would say, percentage-wise, our chance of getting through, I'd still put it down maybe 20-30%. Probably more 20%. So, but it's not impossible. It's not impossible. Give Ollie the job today, says Armand. And Hayder Hammond, I've not seen him in a while from the live comments. Honestly, I don't care what happens second half. The lads have given it a proper crack. Speaks volumes despite the circumstances. Feeling very proud at the moment. Exactly, Hayder. And exactly, because you know what? Imagine what Ole Gunnar Solskjaer could do with players of the quality PSG have got when he's doing it with his reserves here. You know, that's worth bearing in mind, isn't it? What could we do if we actually spent some money on this squad? Because regardless of what you think, you know, Chris Smalling's not one of the best centre-backs in the world. Ashley Young's far from one of the best right-backs in the league.
I think, do you know what? I think if we get through tonight and it all goes the way that we're hoping it will, no one can say it's the pink boots tonight. It's the pink kit mark tonight. I think if we manage to get through this one.
Yeah. Well, the players are coming out for the second half. First out onto the pitch, always a good sign.
Yep, United ready and raring to go.
Where you at, everybody? I know everyone's just going to say we're going to do it, and that's the way to be if you're a United fan.
I think I'm quite upbeat now. I really am. I was quite positive before the game. I thought we'd win the match 2-1, as you said. But I think now, United, nothing to lose. They know they have to get one more. And they know that Paris Saint-Germain can be got at. Obviously, we've got the 2 goals. So it's up for grabs. It's up for grabs. These players want to take the opportunity.
We're going to need a bit of luck. PSG are they're going to have chances, and whether it's posts, blocks, worldies from De Gea, we're going to need that to go our way. You could say we've had a bit of luck ourselves. Mistakes by PSG players, but we've been there to jump on those.
This has got to be one of the biggest. This is the biggest 45 minutes for me for this team since Ollie's coming.
Oh, 100%, yeah. He's had some great achievements, but this is the thing I'll always remember that I've said when Ollie came in is I always wanted us. When we got Arsenal and Chelsea in the FA Cup away, I was like, yes. When we've got all this run of games, PSG and Liverpool and what we've had with all the injuries, it's not great, but always in my head I was like, there's a positive to this. This is Ole Gunnar Solskjaer being tested in every single way. We want him to be tested to make sure that he is the right choice for our manager. And
well, there's no bigger test than Paris Saint-Germain away, and you could say Real Madrid away or Barcelona away, but look what Ajax did to him last night. You can only play what's in front of you, and this is so far the biggest test of Ollie's Manchester United managerial career. So hopefully it all comes good. Paris Saint-Germain have started quite slowly, just willing to just pass it around like they did in the first half. United's got everyone behind the ball.
Yeah, it's got to work our way into it slowly.
Yeah, and already look. I mean, they're trying to force the pass. Paris Saint-Germain. It's not working out for them. They're trying to switch the play pretty quickly, but their wingers are not switched on at the minute. So I think they're just going to try and control the game, Mark, and try and see it out.
Well, we need to monitor PSG and just see what their approach to it is going to be in this second half. Mbappe past Luke Shaw. Somebody just said something about their bum. My bum is going to be making noises for 45 minutes, says Ozzy Montana. This is why we love football, though. I said it on, the game at Old Trafford on Saturday. Whether you were watching it on the telly or you were at the game, it was up and down. It was tense, and this is why we love football. And it doesn't always go your way, but as long as you're entertained, this is why we love it.
Yeah, definitely.
And this team allows us to believe. There's no logical reason why we're 2-1 up. We shouldn't be 2-1 up. But as United fans, we're not surprised anymore because that team that we've put out there is equivalent of United playing MK Dons at Old Trafford. It is. I'm sorry, it is. There's the difference in class between what we've put out there and what our best 11 is and what PSG have got. Amazing. Yian 199. Yeah, Yian says, "Get me to 4K." Thanks for the contribution.
So far, United not really had the ball at the minute. Pretty much pending. They're just Paris Saint-Germain just stroking it around.
There we go, Ashley Young.
Yeah.
Into Rashford.
Love that.
Oh, see Lukaku. That's it. Good. Just keep hold of the ball.
That's what you want him to do at this stage.
Smalling. You see, this is the thing. This is Smalling. Very good defender as a backup, but absolutely terrible on the ball. So he's gone back to De Gea from us having the ball on the attack. Here's Lukaku running the channel. Very clever. Hold it up. Find a pass for Delo.
That's it. Wait.
Well, Delo's got it.
Yeah. You see, Paris Saint-Germain just prior to that trying to play their way out of trouble, and United were on the chase pretty quickly there.
Ashley Young running into trouble. And Luke Shaw gets it back to De Gea, so that's good. There'll be a match reaction straight after this, don't worry about it. Make sure you subscribe if you're new. We're getting close to 390,000. That would be nice to hit tonight. Could be a memorable night. Rashford's offside. Dalot can beat Bernardo all day, says T. Ballard.
Yeah, I think he's had a fantastic impact since he came on in the first half. Certainly trying to get down the right.
On the bench. I've just seen him there, but Dalot had such a massive impact at the weekend as well when he came on. Yeah,
he's in good form, that young lad. I mean, considering it's his first season here, he's been really good.
Ashley Young conceding a corner, which is a little bit. Well, no, we've got some height on there. We've got something, haven't we? AJ now says Verratti is very good. Jack Bradley must be the only person in the world who doesn't know Pogba's suspended because he says, "Where's Pogba?" We dropped him for Fred. He's suspended.
Yeah, I thought there was a chance that Ashley Young could have been suspended tonight as well.
Yeah, that was a troll myth.
Mm.
Come on,
we've got plenty of height in there.
Simon Walsh says, "How are you so calm?" Because there's just so long to go. I'm just like, I'll die if I start getting. And also, we do need to score again.
Well, I mean, we've seen, we have scored some good late goals as of late under Solskjaer. Even when you go back to the previous regime at United, you think of the Juventus away game, the 2 goals we managed to just carve out of nothing there. The Burnley game 2-2. It's even the Southampton.
We've just got to take this half in stages, really. I think at this point, if PSG were to scoring 2 goals, not impossible, but it gives them the confidence, doesn't it? That if they score and it's 2-2, we've got to attack and they can then attack themselves. If we score, keeping it 2-1 is massive for us for a long time, because if PSG score again, then they don't need to worry about defending. They can be like, we've got a buffer. We need to keep that buffer away.
Yeah, not really seen anyone go for the throat yet in this second half.
If it stays 2-1, we're out. Somebody just asked there, what happens if it stays 2-1, we're out? Because it's 3-2 on aggregate.
I think Paris Saint-Germain are going to try and catch United on the counter. I think the pace of Di Maria down this left-hand side is probably going to cause a problem.
Lindelof having another good game. Small in there, got to be a bit careful, but... It's tense, don't worry, it's tense. Congratulations on 390k. Dalot is our future right winger, says Oil Ray. Oh, we've hit it. Well done. I didn't realise we'd hit it. We just had 100 subscribers in no time then. Thanks. Oh no, we haven't hit it yet. I was going to say, we haven't hit it yet.
Come on, United. Come on. So Paris Saint-Germain just trying to play their way through at the minute, but not really creating nothing.
Well, in Smalling. Oh, it's Lindelof again, actually. That pink kit sort of blurs out people's heads at times. You can't tell who it is. Pereira, that's good pace to get that. He's got it on the left-hand side. Finds Fred. Oh, too many touches from Fred there, but he finds Dalot. Young will overlap.
Come on.
Dalot doesn't use him. Puts the cross in. Too high for Lukaku, but Pereira picks it up over on the far side. United being a little bit more expressive and confident. Yeah. Pereira with the cross. Oh, just a bit high for Lukaku that time.
They've got to do it. It's the thing, though. They can't afford to sit back now. They know what's at stake. They've got themselves in a fantastic position. Saw a stat just now. We've only done 117 passes to Paris's 445. So it just goes to show how much possession we've had, how little we've had.
We were talking about it before we went live, and it's like the way the game's gone so far. If we were going to win the game, and I'm not talking about going through, just winning the game, it's gone the way we needed it to go. I said, I wish I'd said higher. I said, this. Obviously, we're not playing a 3-5-2, but some people were like, "Oh, we're going to play a 3-5-2." How do you play a 3-5-2 when you ain't got the ball? We're never going to play a 3-5-2. We've ended up playing a 4-4-2, but I thought we might go 5-3-2. But we were never going to have enough of the ball to be able to play attacking football. What we're doing is trying to soak up and hit them on the break.
Yeah.
And when you get the chances, be clinical, which is what we've done. I mean, realistically, have we had any other shots on goal other than those two? I don't think we really have.
I don't think we have, no.
We've had chances like to put good crosses in, but the actual 2 shots on goal, I think we've scored.
I don't think anyone predicted we were going to go away.
2-2.
Oh, fuck.
Offside.
Oh. Warning.
Ashley Young losing his man again. Di Maria. But they're going to VAR though.
Ah, come on. That is offside, surely.
Yeah, he's offside.
Yeah.
I don't know whether Ashley Young's very intelligently playing the line there, because the way he reacts to it, he shits himself and sprints after him. So I don't know how Ashley Young can be playing the line. It's a brilliant finish by Di Maria.
Yeah, it's a good finish, yeah.
But Ashley Young's had a warning there. Stick with your man. Stick with your man.
Yeah. Got to be more aware of Russell around him.
Lukaku's down here.
Do you know what? Even if he's got to come off, it still won't worry me because we've got that Greenwood on the bench.
Right, so yeah. I'm going to use that opportunity for you to interact in the live comments. And
go on then, mate.
Have a nervous one.
Yeah.
Empty the bladder.
Offside, everyone, yeah. Absolute trash, says Dracula. Calamity Young says bad news, Kojo. Offside, you snake. That's it, get the snake emojis in there, go on. Get them in there. Lukaku's down, here comes Greenwood. I did see Greenwood running up and down there, I think it was Parky. I'm not reading that out because that's a Liverpool comment. Ashley Young's terrible, says Ped Post. We need Lukaku, says Murray Day, 83. Hi, Jai, you alright? We need Mason. Yep, definitely. Right, Snips, how you doing? Snipes, whichever way you say it, or Ray. Get Greenwood on. Do you know what? I think we're still chasing this with like 10, 15 minutes to go. I think Greenwood will get on. Yeah. Shalom, Jared. How you doing? Why aren't I the host, says the gamer. That's Mark, isn't it? Mark's the host. Greenwood, please. A lot of love for Greenwood in the comments. Get him on. I think if Lukaku can't count, I think Solskjaer just having a word with Andreas there. I think telling him to go a bit further forward.
He's up all right then, isn't he? Lukaku?
Yeah, he's up, mate. He's up. Yep. Andreas has been great, says Jack. Yep. I think he has had a good game this one.
I think we're in that point now, even with half an hour back. D Bottoms made a contribution. He says those back-to-back calls along with going to VAR for Snake but calling Rashford off proves how biased the whole ref crew is to PSG. It's a good point. It is a good point. And but I think that if PSG score, I don't think we'll get 2. So it's really,
I think we got 1 in us.
Yeah. We need to. I think, as I said before at half time, if we can keep this game at 2-1 for another 15 minutes, I think PSG will start to back off. I think they'll think, sure, at the moment they're still trying to get that goal, which I think is the right thing to do. But I think,
we have officially hit 390,000 as well.
Oh, cheers everyone.
So thank you guys.
Thanks for getting involved. make sure tonight's not the only time you watch us. We are got match reaction after this. We've got the fan cams over in Paris. They're going to be very interesting. I think you're almost getting to that point now. No matter what happens, I think you're going to get some very, very proud fans over there because it's been a great effort no matter what happens. I think it was that even at half time. But Di Maria trying a long shot against De Gea. He holds it. But yeah, I mean, PSG are trying to score that goal because they've got time to try and do that. But I think if it stays like this for another 10 to 15 minutes, only 15 minutes left in the tie, I think PSG will be like, we've got to make sure we don't concede.
Yeah, because one slip up from Paris Saint-Germain. All United need is one opportunity. And, you know, if it goes in or not remains to be seen. But it will certainly make the Paris Saint-Germain hearts drop a bit.
Good block, Smalling.
Just seen Buffon just now. There was a long pass. Buffon's control and
yeah, he let it through, didn't he?
Yeah.
We just changed horrendous. To 5-3-2. Pereira's to the right hand side, says T Ballard.
United 3 attempts to Paris Saint-Germain's 9.
I don't know what's going on here now.
No.
McTominay and something.
All Scott.
Marquinhos.
Show no fear, come on. I think there's a good opportunity here for Greenwood or Chong to come on.
McTominay threw an arm and it caught him in the neck. I don't think it was anything bad.
I think he's made a meal out of that, to be honest.
Mason Greenwood, come on, please, says Newton. I don't know. I'd be very excited like anybody else, but I also think, you know, this is a massive game to chuck somebody on. I think Greenwood's probably the right player to throw on because he's a goal scorer, isn't he? But I don't think you could put Chong or Gomez on in a game like this.
It's Paris Saint-Germain players trying to waste time now, aren't they? They're going to make a meal out of everything now and just slow the game down. Let the seconds tick down. Just under half an hour to go.
So it's gone for a goal kick. How has the bloody linesman let that cut back and then says it's a goal kick? Bloody banter. Absolute banter. Draxler goes past Shaw. It clearly goes over. And it's miles over. And the linesman's like, yeah, play on. Well, they would have got done on VAR anyway, but... Bit of a weird kick that from De Gea to just give a throw in for nothing.
Yeah.
Who gives a shit if Paul Pogba is playing? He's not playing, says Ozzy Matantana. Well, you know what? Whatever. It's a good point. It's a good time to say that. I mean, who are United missing from their first team? Martial, Lingard, Pogba, Herrera and Matic. 5 of our most influential players not on the pitch. It just shows you the magnitude of this job. And how well these players have fought tonight. Yeah, we haven't had a lot of the ball, let's be honest. It's been a fighting... backs to the wall sort of thing and hit on the break. I think Fred and McTominay and Pereira have done really well.
I think United been a bit flat in the second half at the minute.
It's very much like the first half, isn't it? Though PSG are a better team than United. They've got the better players. They're moving the ball about better. You know, we've not had 20 minutes into the second half now. We've not had a looking in at all. But we only need one. Yeah.
This thing is not over until fat lady sings. But United have got to get the ball, get this opportunity.
Right, I'm just going to do a little bit on the live comments because people who put in fake scores, it'll be the last time you do it.
Yeah, I'm trying to do it, and the
going to
mobs are
block you.
doing
It's
it.
not going to be timeout. I'm blocking you. Super chat, Imrano TV. We shouldn't be surprised about McTominay's performance. It's expected from the reigning manager's player of the year. Exactly, yeah. Just out the feet of him there. Some people complaining about the fact that we are parking the bus. I'm happy with that. I'm happy with that. I said that, as long as it's 2-1 with 10-15 minutes to go, I'll take that because PSG will sit back and then we can go and try and do something in it. The most important thing for us was not to concede in the first half an hour after half time. We've not conceded in the first 20 minutes. Oh, God. When you get the ball in the final third there, you've got to find the pass, Andreas.
Yeah, you got to make it count because you're not having an awful lot of the play.
That's it. Get hold of it. Get hold of it. That's it. PSG on the attack, but United have won it back with Fred. I mean, Fred's done well. There's an overlap there. Lukaku, that's the ball. Luke Shaw.
Yeah.
Fred's done well. Does he look for a £52 million player? Does he look any better than Scott McTominay? No. Good run by Shaw, but he has done well. He's they're low. Get some men in the box because he can whip a cross in. Throw in. Cavani warming up. Bring Greenwood on, says Toby Wiles.
I think those last couple of minutes there has just opened the game up a bit. Paris Saint-Germain come forward, they lose the ball. United quick on the counter attack, but don't really do anything with it. And I think they've got to do that more often. I think you've got to see Luke Shaw bobbing on a bit more. So yeah, Cavani, he's down there, been warming up. I think he's been warming up for the last 5-10 minutes, I think, down there.
I don't know how that's a foul on Dani Alves. Bloody hell.
Yeah, he makes a meal out of everything as well.
Something we don't, actually, when you're just used to Premier League football, because obviously Champions League's not every week, it's sporadic, isn't it? And it's one of the things you notice straight away, isn't it? The amount of diving you get in continental football compared to the Premier League. We just don't get much of it. Good tackle by Fred there on Mbappe and Lukaku. Get your head. Oh, come on, Rom. Oh, go on. Now just do something intelligent. No.
Oh, not that.
4v3 and Lukaku passes it to a PSG player. I think he went for a pass that he can't play when he should have just knocked the 5-yard pass to Fred.
Good opportunity there for United.
That's Lukaku, though, isn't it?
Yeah.
You want Lukaku on the end of the chances. You don't want Lukaku on the end of the pass. On the ball. PSG on the attack. It's fair. Apart from the offside goal, PSG haven't really created anything, have they?
No, they haven't. No.
68 minutes.
It's been a complete different performance from them in the second half. The first half, the balls were coming across the face of goal, and they were pumping the crosses in.
Down. Looks injured. Which again, just kills a bit of time. We want that.
Well, it also kills the momentum for them as well, doesn't it? So, United have really got to go up a gear or two here in the last 15 minutes, surely.
Yeah, he's coming off Draxler. He's pointing to the touch line.
Yeah, hamstring, I think it is for him. Don't they chuck on Cavani now and stick Mbappe out on the right hand side?
Well, Mbappe has been playing off to the right hand side a lot anyway, hasn't he?
I think if they put Cavani on, it's more of opportunities for them to just pump the ball into the box, isn't it?
They've made a couple of substitutions actually. They're bringing on Paradis for Carrera, Tilo Carrera, who actually was quite crap. So
Who's the other one they brought on, Mark?
I didn't see who they brought on for Draxler. I don't think it was Cavani.
Yeah, it's apparent.
20 minutes to go. I think if we can get through another 5 minutes, this game's going to be
Mounier.
very interested.
Mounier's come on.
So they're both quite defensive subs.
Yeah. I'm very surprised he hasn't gone with Cavani, you know.
Wow, maybe they're going to shut up shop.
I think that's what they will do, yeah. I think they're going to protect what they got now. And they'll probably try and hit United on the counter through Di Maria and Mbappe. Yeah, it looks like they've gone with 4 at the back now instead of the 3. The amount of comments that says it sounds like I'm getting a BJ has been unbelievable. That's my mother in the background, alright, tapping away playing Lego, and she gets frustrated. Yeah, it looks like they've gone. I'm going to move my laptop tomorrow, I think. Even though I'm just going to kick her upstairs.
Another overhit cross that will go out. So United are back in possession of the ball, which is good. 71 minutes.
Good bit of play there by Young. Yeah, the score is 2-1. Unless Mark changes the score, it hasn't changed. Good bit of covering that from Ashley Young just now. PSG played a bit of a 1-2 inside the box and Ashley Young clearing it.
Doesn't look like there's any activity. You need to make a sub, says Eliman 08220.
Well, I don't think he's going to change it until about the 80th minute, I think.
Offside
because
Mbappe.
The last 10 minutes he's going to have to go for it. United, I'll tell you what, I'm proud of these lads tonight. It's a tough place to come.
There's a lot of agitation in the live comments. We need a goal. And I said at half time, I'm happy with this at the moment. I'm not saying we're going. We might not win. We might not go through the tie, but every minute that passes, we are still getting an amazing result. And every minute that passes, I think PSG will start to crap themselves, knowing that they ain't going to have time.
Oh, I've got to agree with the people in the comments here. This linesman is absolutely atrocious. The flag came up so late.
So 73 minutes, still 2-1.
What would you do to change, Mark? Anything?
I wouldn't do anything yet. I'd still wait a little bit more. Here's Lukaku. Oh, Dani Alves has got him covered. They're always looking to go down and dive.
Yeah.
Here's Fred. What are you going to do, Fred? Luke Shaw. Hospital pass, really. Rashford.
Go on, lads.
Oh, Fred. Shaw's got it back.
Come on. United have certainly got to go up a gear now.
I don't know whether we do. You know what? There's probably going to be 3 minutes added time.
Yeah, possibly, but I just think United, they've not really shown the intent to get the third goal. They've got themselves in a fantastic position here, and they've not really come out of the blocks in the second half. They've literally been all about defending.
Yellow card on Paradis. Definitely was a yellow card tackle. I don't know why Verratti's trying to say not.
That's two of them they got now, Paradis and Di Maria.
Fitness still an issue, says El Almano. I'm happy with the team. PSG are a massive game, says Zahir Hussain. Exactly. If we win this game, or even if we draw this game, I even said at half time, if we were to lose it 3-2, it's still an amazing result. So
that was quite a hefty tackle, that, on Pereira.
We're starting to get to that point now. I just want us to have that one chance.
Yeah.
Wood on it's written in the stars, says Camtastic. Can we create a chance in this second half? That's the thing. Will we get that chance to say it could have been 3-1? Keep believing, says Leah. Exactly. Handball by Di Maria, that was. It was a handball, that was.
Oh, well, it could have been a second yellow there.
And anyway, Mbappe's knocked it over. Crap refereeing again. It was a 2v2 there, and Di Maria actually handballs it to get away. Oh, friggin'. I tell you what, we have been up against the officials as well. I think they've been terrible.
That's the sort of decisions we need to go for us tonight.
Young again.
Yeah.
He's crap, Ashley Young. He really is. I tell you what, if PSG had scored from that, they would have had to go to VAR. Rashford's not really at the races, you know. Well done, Smalling. Smalling and Lindelof have been fantastic tonight.
Yeah, they've had a good game. I think a lot of the lads have stepped up tonight. There's some pretty big boots to fill in that team with the amount of injuries and suspensions we've got. I think to be winning the game 2-1, I think they've done fairly well.
Oh, Lukaku, come on. Just get rid of it and run towards the box. That's better. A lot of players slipping. It is very wet. Tomlin, go forward, mate. Rashford. Work the opportunity. Below. We just can't get the final ball into the box. Will he make a sub now? In with Greenwood, says Ailston.
I think he's got to. It's got to be Greenwood or Chong. I mean, we've not really been that effective out on the left-hand side. Maybe put Pereira in where Fred is and then take Fred off and put Chong out on the left. Put Rashford out on the left and Chong, I don't know.
I think Chong's coming on. Yeah, Chong's coming on.
I think we definitely need something. Delow's he can't do it all down this right-hand side. We need something out on the left as well.
Well, this is the point now. I think this is where PSG will start to get scared, and United have got to, there's no glory in winning 2-1. Well, there is, but you may as well have a go at trying to win 3-1. Bring Ollie on, says Aaron Byrne. We wish. We wish. I'm shaking, I am. Sub Ashley, get Martial, play Delo right back, says Shantana. We can't bring him on. Well played, Luke Shaw on the cover. Corner for PSG.
Come on, United. I think, do you know what? I think maybe that is a good option there. If Young comes off, get Delar right back, Chong out on the right.
Di Maria with the corner. They've gone with a short one, which is quite interesting for them because it means we can push out. Weird corner that was. And they've won a free kick.
Yeah, they're just playing to see out time now. It's down to United now. They've got to start pressing a hell of a lot quicker than what they are.
Pereira off, Chong on.
Do you know, that makes sense. That does make sense to me. We need something out on that left-hand side. We need someone to run it. The right back that they've got there, or right centre back. Be interesting to see if he'll chuck Greenwood on for the last 5 minutes.
Well done, Luke Shaw. Brilliant. Brilliant. Oh, that's a terrible pass. I mean, Delo's run there is really not very good. Well done, Smalling. Goal kick. Smalling's been brilliant tonight. Absolutely brilliant. Come on, United. Just that one chance. That's all we need. One chance.
Getting pretty tense now.
It is. But we haven't. The reality is we haven't had a chance all half, have we?
No, we haven't. No. Which is really strange because I think Paris Saint-Germain have been not really so much attacking, but United have been quite content to sit back and let PSG pass it around in front of them. They've not really gone at them and tried to get the ball back quick.
Here's PSG. De Gea has to make a save. Chong does well, wants it back. Oh, heavy touch.
Come on, kid.
It's going end to end. Well, it's not really going end to end because we're not doing. We've not had any chances ourselves. But defensively, this has been fantastic from United.
They've done so well, I think, for that. They've not had much possession, United, but they've tried as much as they can.
Come on, I want PSG to park the bus. Why are you not parking the bus, PSG, and letting us? But this is it. I think we're going to have to push them back. He's going to have to just go for it at some point.
Yeah, I'd chuck the young lad Greenwood on there. I'll take Fred off. Fred's looking quite tired to me.
Yeah. We just haven't had a chance in this second half, have we?
No.
And then Mbappe's in. He's made a mistake. Smalling.
Oh.
What are we doing? Off the posts as well. We made a right meal of that. Mbappe threw 1-on-1. He did get round De Gea, but he slipped. Smalling made a tackle, and then someone else hit the post from an acute angle. But close. Can't take your eyes off it. Is that a sign? Is that a sign?
Come on, United. Come on. That should be a warning sign. Wake up.
We've got to push for it because I don't know whether you know what, somebody said it themselves. It might just be actually fatigue.
I've done a lot of chasing around United this game.
Yeah, defending is harder without the ball than it is with it.
You see Fred, he's sitting deeper and deeper now. He is looking tired.
Breathe it in. Breathe it in. Come on.
someone in the comments just said there, Paul Pogboom's just said all or nothing. That's it. Got to go for it. Got to go for it. Imagine if he brings on that lad and he gets the goal that puts us through. Just chuck him on, leave him up top, leave him, Lukaku and Rashford up top.
Well, McTominay's making runs there. Sure. Oh! I think Delo thought the PSG player was going to get it, and if he'd anticipated it, it would have been a chance.
Come on. Just under 5 minutes, normal time to go.
Oh.
I think they've changed now, haven't they, that midfield now? Fred's sitting deeper and McTominay with the height he's gone up there.
It's either going to happen or it's not. I know that sounds really obvious, but that's just the way it's going to go now. PSG
I think
score.
the young lad's coming on.
Will he get a chance? Is it written in the stars?
Who's he coming off for?
Come on, United. Just one chance. There's about probably 7 minutes in this game. I think there'll be about... You never get... It's not like the Premier League either in Champions League football. Like we get 6 minutes. You never get that many. It's always about 2. Go on, Delo. They'll dive. They always dive. They're cheating gets. Come on. It's Greenwood for Young.
Well, that's a good one. That's a good one. So we're going to go 3 at the back then. 3-4-3.
Well, what a way to make your debut.
Yeah, the kid's got something about him, so give him a chance. I think Paris Saint-Germain, they really are. They're milking every tackle there.
Well, they're minutes away from getting through, aren't they?
Yeah.
Come on, United. Just one chance. Give us a chance. They always get a chance. I remember that from 99.
Yep.
Come on. This is the problem, though. We just haven't got the players to be creative. This is where the lack of players is an issue.
Well, I think now towards the end of the game, now I think you just fucking lump it long, don't you? Now.
Yeah.
I mean, you really just got to bypass the midfield, lump it up to the front 3, then hopefully the midfield can push up 5-10 yards.
Luke Shaw. We just can't get it. Can't get it.
I think the only way we get a chance now is by a Paris Saint-Germain mistake. But
and Greenwood has won it, says Craig Warburton. I wish I would love to be saying that, Craig, but it's a shame, really, because if PSG were to get a goal and get a draw out of this, really, we've won this game. We're just having to go forward to try and win it, to go through. We have won this game. We wouldn't lose this game now, normally. We'd be sat back and we'd just soak it up, but we've got to try and get that third goal. Come 88 minutes. Oh, we're running out of time fast.
Come on, United. Get hold of it.
Right, we've got it. Come on. Go on, Luke. Luke Shaw down the left. Into Chong. Into Rashford.
Oh,
Delo, hit it. Go on, you may as well. That's a corner. He's got it. He's given a corner.
first
Everybody
corner of the
up.
game.
This is it. I don't think it is it.
Just chuck them up there. Get everyone up there. Come on.
Chong, I think Chong's on it. Come on, United. Come on. What are they doing now? Some sort of bloody sub happening or whatever? Are we putting... I don't know what's going on. He's running over VAR for something.
Is that a penalty?
Handball? Well, I don't think he'll give a handball for that.
It's not in the box, though, Mark, was it?
I don't think it was in the... If it's in the box, then it's a penalty.
Something's happened
If
there.
he gives a penalty here.
Potential penalty review. Yeah.
Bloody hell. God, my heart's in my mouth.
Come on.
I don't think that is a penalty, you know. I've got to be honest. I don't think it will be a penalty.
Well, do you know what? I mean, it was handball.
He's got his
It was
arm
hand-
out.
Yeah. It is handball.
Oh, God, don't do this to me.
It definitely hits his arm.
Are we are we going to get done by a dodgy ref? Yes! It's a penalty!
it is.
Oh, my God! Oh, my God!
Penalty.
Oh my God! Oh my God! Manchester United have got a
could
penalty
do the
in stoppage
impossible.
time. Oh my God! Oh my God! My heart is in my mouth. Oh,
Oh, man.
this is
Well,
this is just. Oh, I feel sick.
Do you know, we've had some great nights on this channel on the United Stanford United games.
We've got to score it yet. We got to
I
score
know,
it
but
yet.
this could be one of the greatest nights on this channel, without a doubt.
I can feel my heart. I can feel my. I tell you what.
Oh,
Oh,
who's taking
God.
it? Is it Rashford for this one, or Lukaku?
Oh, my life. Oh, my life. Oh,
Oh, man.
Marcus, tell me we're going to score. This is like bloody
Shaking,
England.
shaking. I don't even want to watch it.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Oh, God, no. Oh, I feel sick.
Thank God, no Pogba. Come on, I'm just going to watch the comments.
I feel sick.
Don't want to watch it, Mark. I really don't.
Please score this.
We've just made a super chat. Cheers, mate. He says he's going to throw up.
I think I am about ready to throw up. Will he
Come
place it? Will he smash it against Buffon? The goal looks so small as well.
Come on, come on.
Yes! Get in! Wash Rashford! Harder than a wedding night, Dick! It's in! It's in for Manchester United! 3-1! The impossible dream, they said! Mission impossible! Mission difficult! Mission on! Manchester United! Get in! Get in! Va-va-voom! Thierry Henry! Gerard Depardieu! Rene! Sit down! Sit down! Manchester United are in Paris, the city of love! Boom! 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 We're there! We're there! We've done it! Well, we're not there yet. We're not there yet. We're not there yet. But, oh! Oh, my life.
Come
Oh,
on.
my God.
Come on, blow the whistle.
Oh,
Absolutely stunned in Paris. absolutely stunned. Get them all back behind the ball.
Jesus Christ.
Watching it again.
Well, I love VAR now. I bloody love VAR. I've always loved VAR. I've always said it. I love VAR.
It's the pink kit, mate.
Oh, my life.
Yeah, open.
There's not long left. There's not long left.
Ollie's at the wheel.
But it's not... Get it, De Gea. Why did he punch it? Why didn't you catch it?
Oh, Dave.
What's De Gea doing there? Why didn't you catch it?
As well, aren't they, now?
What?
Chuck Cavani on. I think Alves went off for him.
Go on, Charles.
This is where we need to park the bus now. Park it.
Oh, I don't know why De Gea didn't come and catch that thing then. It was so easy to catch. Oh, that's... Oh.
Believe in it.
Oh, I feel sick. I feel absolutely... I don't even know why I feel sick anymore. I don't know why I feel sick anymore. Di Maria, you snake. You bloody snake.
Get in, come on.
Come on, ref, just blow. You've been a hero, this ref.
No more. Get that double-decker down there. Blow the fucking whistle, come on. Jesus Christ. I mean, Mark, I'm nearly up to 6 minutes here, extra time.
I know. Well, the VAR probably took a bit of time, didn't it? Oh my, I just can't believe this. I cannot believe it. Don't make sure you stay up for the fan cams that Flex is going to do. Oh, it's not over yet. It's not over yet.
So we've gone past the 6 minutes extra time. We're only supposed to have 3.
Sure.
Come on.
How long is he going to give?
Come on, come on, come on. It's got to be over soon. It's got to be over. Come on. Ollie, you should be down here saying that fourth official, man. How much longer?
There's no way this should be this long.
No. Just fucking hoof it up there.
What's he going down for? Marquinhos, get stuffed. There's no way never in a million years is that a penalty, you cheating little shit. Neymar's there saying it should be. Get back to your sister. This should be it.
Come on, man.
What's he going down?
Nearly up to 8 minutes now.
How many minutes is he going to do?
I'll update the score as well. Come on.
Oh, I don't need to now.
No.
I'll do my match reaction, won't I? Referee, you've given 8 minutes. There's never been 8 minutes. You were meant to give 3 minutes and then you had a VAR. It didn't take you 5 minutes to do a VAR. What's he doing?
It's nearly 8. I don't believe
Come on,
it,
ref. This is a bloody joke now.
Has he even looked at his watch here?
9 bloody minutes. How many minutes is he going to do? This is a disgrace now. This isn't even a joke. This is a disgrace.
Come on, for fuck's sake. How much longer?
Yes! Come on! That's the final whistle. Come on! Absolutely unbelievable. This is the promised land. This is not a dream. This is Manchester United reserves going to Paris and doing something that, Arsenal fans have never seen this. Into the quarterfinals of the Champions League, 2-0 down with our best team at Old Trafford, 2-0 down, decimated by injuries, 2-0 down in Paris with our reserves. We've just won 3-1. We've just won 3-1. That is why we watch football. There is no question that Ole Gunnar Solskjaer should not be Manchester United manager. But that is absolutely stunning. That is absolutely stunning. Some people thought it wasn't worth going over to do fan cams in Paris. Oh, we won't bother doing that. We'll just stay back for the English games. The United standard, they're doing it because you never know. You never know, and you don't know unless you properly do it properly and believe. And it wasn't mission impossible. It was mission difficult. And that is absolutely stunning. And I love VAR, Marcus. I love it. I've always said it. I've always said VAR is a brilliant thing. To be honest, I've got to take the L on that. I've sat there pontificating for the last few months. VAR's rubbish. I hate VAR. It's terrible. It's absolutely terrible. If we didn't have VAR, we wouldn't even be through. We'd be out. So, we were talking about it in the second half though, Marcus. We did nothing in that second half. We just needed one chance. You just needed one chance.
Just the one chance. And we had to wait right to the very depth of the game to get it. But, my God, Marcus Rashford didn't really do much throughout the whole game. I didn't think he had, obviously the shot in the first half. Second half, he was a bit quiet, but that took some guts. That really did take some guts from that young lad to step up and put that penalty in. Absolutely fantastic. The boys, McTominay, the whole team may have been quiet in the second half, but they did their job to a T. And Ollie's at the wheel, man. Ollie's at the wheel. And
we're in the thing is, we're in the quarterfinals of the Champions League.
Yeah,
we're in the bloody.
This team, it's a never say die at this club. It's absolutely phenomenal. We're there, and names in the hat for the draw on Friday, I think it is, about 11 a.m. And what an achievement this guy has done. And seriously, already get that man a statue outside. Get it in the Holy Trinity.
It's just unbelievable. And I tell you what, I hope there are Arsenal, Chelsea, City and Liverpool fans saying well done, because we'll take your gratification and we'll humbly take it. Or we'll say, shut up, sit down, because we've just been to Paris, 2-0 down with our reserves and won 3-1. I mean, it's just, this is why this club and this is why this sport as well is hands down the best, because loads. I mean, even I was saying, look, we'll go to Paris, enjoy ourselves. Let's not get embarrassed, and then we'll look forward to the game against Arsenal. We can win this tournament. I'm not saying we're gonna win it, but we can win this tournament. If you can go to Paris with your reserves, 2-0 down, and come out and win it 3-1 and go through. I don't care who we get in the quarterfinals. People talk about Man City winning the quadruple. We've got a bloody opportunity to stop them doing that in two tournaments now. We can't stop them winning the league. That's Mourinho's fault. The Karamat Cup, who cares? But we can stop them in the FA Cup and we can stop them in the Champions League. And I just absolutely, there's a massive part of me that is still stunned, absolutely stunned, but we shouldn't be stunned. This is, I don't think there's a person. I mean, where's all the Mourinho people saying he shouldn't have been sacked? Where are you?
Yep, without a doubt. And, I think, 15, 16 games he's in charge now? What's that, 1, 13, drawn 2, lost 1. And I don't think any caretaker manager could have took this team as it stood tonight with the injuries, the suspensions, and got this result. We've just beaten probably and arguably one of the favourites for the competition in their own backyard. With a group of kids. Fucking amazing. Absolutely amazing. The youngsters that came in there, Chong, everyone played their part tonight. And I don't think you can doubt any of these players now are not playing for Solskjaer. If there was any doubt, these players, they back him 200%. They're playing for him. They're playing for the club, and they believe. And that's all down to the management team. Solskjaer, Phelan, McKenna, Carrick, they've instilled trust and positivity in back into this club, and it's fantastic to see.
Look, you know what? I can't wait for the fan cams. Flex is over there. We're over there. You know, I don't think many people have gone over there in relation to that sort of providers, but we're there. The United Stand are there. The fan cams are going to be amazing. They're going to be coming up. I'm going to do my match reaction in a minute. The link is in the video description, but just soak it up for a moment because this is the watch along. And you know, I've said this before, we've been fortunate enough over the 4 years we've been doing the United Stand. We've won trophies, the Europa League night, but this, I didn't know where to place this before the game because it's like, you know, we've won European Cups in our history. We've done the night in Turin with Roy Keane. Tonight, last 16 knockout game, is that one of the greatest nights in our European history? Of course it's not, because we've had bigger nights, but it's up there. It is up there.
It is,
because
yeah.
to go to Paris 2-0 down with your reserves and win 3-1 in that way, you know, we weren't the better team tonight. I don't give a shit about that. It's about the result. And, you know, we hung around there. I think the brilliant thing from that performance for me was just it epitomises what Solskjaer said. He's never, you know, it's not like Mourinho might, where, oh, we've got no chance, then you win and you go, I'm the best manager in the world. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer doesn't lower their expectations. He's always spoken about mountains are there to be climbed. This club goes to win, la, la, la. And you think, you know, really, we can't. Surely we can't, really. But we will believe, but you never know. But he just instills that confidence. He instills what this club is all about. And just, he's our manager, isn't he? They've got to give, they had to give him the job anyway, but they've got to give him the job.
Do you know what? If they don't give him the job, there will be an absolute riot outside. He's got to get it. You know, even before tonight, the game tonight, and perfect record in the Premier League. He set record, you know, away from home. That's 9 now on the road, unbeaten. And you know, you look at the games we played away. I spoke about it. That, you know, the London clubs, Chelsea, Arsenal, Spurs. You know, you can add Paris Saint-Germain to that list now. You know, a team. All right, they didn't have Neymar, but it's a team game. It's a team game, and you know, if Neymar would rather bang his sister than play for his team, that's entirely up to him. But you know, it's I'm so overjoyed. I really am. Absolutely fantastic, and you know, bring on the draw, and it's about time. I think I heard Ross spoke with it in the preview. It's about time an English team had a bit of luck in the Champions League, and boy, did we get it with that decision for the penalty. But it was rightly given. It was handball.
Tuchel's going to get the sack, Lee Ballington, 100%. I mean, don't really care, but he definitely will. But VAR's put us through.
Yeah, this club makes you believe in miracles, and these players, you know, give them what they want, these players who need the contract. Pereira, I thought he was absolutely fantastic tonight. Didn't do an awful lot with the ball, but what he did do off the ball, shielding, his movement, you know, he did well. I thought Fred, again, didn't get much possession, but what he did do off the ball...
It was a hard-working team, wasn't it? That's what it was.
Yeah.
You know, there wasn't any brilliance on the ball, really. It was just a hard-working team effort, but you need that. Craig Warburton says, first team ever in Champions history to come back from a 2-goal deficit and win the tie in the second leg. This is it. This is what this club's all about. My game says, how much should Manchester United pay Mulder in compensation? And Francisco Galindo says, this is an important step for Manchester United and believe that this will move us forward in learning what we must do from now on. Glory, glory, Manchester United. I'm going to do my player ratings. There is going to be a match reaction. I just want to just soak this up for a little bit more in here. Remember to subscribe to the channel if you're new. There's a lot of people watching. Subscribe if you're new. Bottom right hand corner. What a night for Manchester United. Remember the nanny card, red card in Madrid. We deserve this. What a great point from Shareth Kamath Fitness. Man United Boy 13. And who wasn't it? Who was it? Who give us the win? The darn person who should have been red carded last game. That was going 4 metres over and he does that. Yes. Yes, Kim Bempe. Yeah. There is irony in that, isn't there? There is justice in that, certainly.
Definitely. But it's amazing. You know, the club results like this.
Well, it's 2 more games, isn't it? It's 2 more games. Yeah, in a tournament we had no chance.
We got the players coming back, Mark. That's the thing. We got the players coming back. You know, we'll be ready. We go again. You know, we don't make excuses. We know we've got injuries. We know we've got suspensions. It's going to be, again, it's a hard task. But this team, this club, when the back is against the wall, they come up trumps. And they've certainly done it tonight because we got a guy in charge who knows United's DNA. It's in him. He knows how to play. He knows how to talk the talk. And the guy can walk the walk. Give him the job. Give him the job.
Well, I've got a question for you, Marcus, before you go and we move to my match reaction. Who was your man of the match?
Do you know what? I'd say Scott McTominay. I thought he had a fantastic game. I think there's a few.
That's why I asked, yeah.
Yeah, I think Scott McTominay really, really come of age tonight, showing what he could do. Again, didn't have a lot of the ball, but he stayed in his position. He stayed there, he shielded, he got his foot in when needed. He disrupted the play in that midfield, hence why Paris Saint-Germain had to go wide to the left in the first half all the time. I thought, Lindelof and Smalling, I thought they did well. Luke Shaw was good again. I think Delot, when he came on, made an impact. But for me, I think Scott McTominay, for such a young lad, to come into this game with huge boots to fill, with Matic and Herrera out, I thought he did absolutely fantastic tonight.
Andrew Rossi's just been kicked out of a meeting for screaming. Oh, scream all you like, Andrew. At the end of the day, I'll tell you now. I said this when we won the Europa League. I said it on the beach all those years ago when the United stand was not even a thought in my eye on that beach in Malahide after winning the treble. I said, you got to grab these moments. Don't go chasing something else. Grab this moment right now if you're a United fan and just enjoy it. Maybe stay up an extra hour. I don't know. Or go to bed and do whatever you want to do. But like these don't happen very often. Tonight will be a night we talk about for years and years and years. It was mission. We never said it was mission impossible, United fans. Everybody else did. It was mission very, very difficult. And my prediction was that PSG would win it. And I'm very glad I said that because it only enhances what a job we did. We were massive underdogs in this game. The Book Nut fan says, are we not going to mention how much extra time the ref gave? I'm shaking right now. I don't know how the referee gave 9 minutes. It's a very good point. It doesn't matter anymore, but it was only giving 3 minutes. He was only giving 3 minutes and he went to VAR and he didn't go to VAR for 5 minutes. So how did he get that?
I think, when you look at the overall picture of where we were when Ollie came in, and the horrendous season that we had under Jose, I think this guy, he walks on water. He's the Messiah. He's everything that we need for Manchester United to take us forward. And you know what? If he puts out that sort of squad and has the faith in them youngsters to do that, you imagine what he'd be like with 200 million as well.
The thing is, we're going there with our reserves. We've got no Pogba, la la la. He can take any team anywhere. I mean, Arsenal will be shitting themselves on Sunday because they're like, well, if they can go to Paris and beat them with no Pogba and Martial, and Pogba and Martial are back to play us. But it went perfect. It went exactly how I thought it was going to go. But I am going to do my match reaction now because I'm a bit late on that. And I do want to say thanks for coming on, Marcus. What a great
worries, mate.
Again.
No worries. Pleasure to be involved on nights like this. Absolutely fantastic. I'm sorry for the tapping.
Oh no!
Throughout the stream,
it was a massive part of the show, and we all enjoyed it.
I'll sort her out and give her a good kicking in a minute. But have a great night, everyone. All right, I'll see you Sunday.
All right, mate. Cheers.
No worries.
And everybody else, I must say that we have got Flex over in Paris. So the fan cams, wait up for the fan cams. They're going to be brilliant when they go up. I can't wait. I mean, we were never not going to go because the United stand goes to every game. That's what we do, whether it's home or away. He's going to get another bloody European trip now, isn't he? But we have got fans there. I think they're going to be some of the most special fan cams you're ever going to see. So make sure if you have got to go to bed early or whatever, you get up and watch them. Or it's going to be great. I can't wait to watch those. But I've got my match reaction, player ratings, thoughts, everything. Links in the video description, or it should be. It is. I'll see you there in about 30 seconds time. Player ratings, thoughts on the game. Get over on the stream. There's people waiting already. But what a night for United. We'll be talking more about it in about 30 seconds. Match reaction. Link in the video description. See you there.